In the crash landing scenario on very hard mode in Stranded Alien Dawn, I'm thrown deep into the chaos from the very start. My ship plummets from the sky, scattering survivors with nothing but clothes on their backs. Supplies are minimal and my squad is traumatized. With no shelter, tools or food, I'm forced to scavenge the alien wilderness immediately, racing against hunger, harsh weather, and aggressive wildlife. Every decision is life or death. Crafting priorities, medical emergencies, and resource management must be timed to almost perfection. Here I go with nothing but a dream to survive the wilderness and escape with their lives. Let's get stuck in. And here we go, down. And yes, I'm picking my favourite map to play on. Cerberus is my favourite planet out of the three. I do love all of them. Jungle's my least favourite, but I do love this one the most. Now, Melody started in a meltdown, bless her, she's crying as well, but we're going to do the absolute basics, and that's going to be going through the activities management. So, honestly, Melody's interested, so she's going to be our main researcher and observer, and then the rest we'll kind of just leave like that. The next step is also the schedule, so what you want to do is, as long as you have, I believe it's the 1 hour, but what I'm going to do is just hit this. They'll sleep over until they need it anyway, so just make sure you have anything put on. And we want dead in the night work hours. Now, it's really tempting to get them to relax in the middle of the day. Don't do it. Let's do a bit of observation. So there's our cloth we're going to need. Oh yeah, I didn't check the research. So each seed has different researches that lets you start off with, so you'll have breakthroughs. Could be better. We can get them, but that's fine. Straight away, we're going to cut down a bunch of this, actually. So we'll select some, we'll cut those. So this is going to be something that we'll, I'll go into a bit more detail afterwards, but we can build our basic shelters with that. And then what we'll need is some basic sleep spots. So we'll go ground. We obviously can't do any of the fabric stuff yet, so we're just going to get some really basic ones. Now there is ground regeneration, so I'm really good where I build them really anyway. So I'm going to... Well, let's see. I think this is a really flat seed, by the way. I got very lucky here. We got some nice big build areas. I'm going to go ahead and space them out a fair bit. Like that. That'll do. And then we'll need a basic stockpile for them to dump off all their bits. And we'll just put it kind of there. One thing I will say is the wood is pretty damn far away. So we're going to want to build this quite close. So I'm actually going to go ahead and observe that one. And then these closer ones, I'm going to go ahead and cut down. And we'll get a little campfire as well up and running. So I probably won't waste the scrap metal on it, actually. We'll wait until we get the sticks and stones. Is there... Quite lucky, though, we could build it in stone as well. We've got a nice patch over here, actually. So let's mine a few of those rock chunks and we'll get those ready. And they've got the sticks in now, so we can start to at least build basic stick shelters. I don't like to use the scrap. But what you want to do is you want to get them out from under the rain, right? And all that sort of stuff. So you get the... Otherwise, they get the slept outside debuff. So just get a couple of the basic little shelters up. If you go back to back on some of these... Wow, what is that? I am pretty sure that is our grain right there. So we got quite a few of them. Was that just tall grass? Hold on. Yeah, I think that might be it. It's going to be a little while. We'll observe one of them. I won't build there then. We'll move across a little bit. Let's go off the back. So if you go back to back on these like this, it'll open up. You can obviously grab people, right-click an item, and get them to construct as well. I'm just going to tell Jack to go ahead and construct the shelters before nighttime. So these guys they'll get a debuff. So you see these happiness here. So if you come in, they have this one here. It'll tell you they don't like it if they sleep outside. The first couple of days you start off with this survivor's determination plus 50, but you kind of want to get them up. So if you can get up to 100, you can get this euphoria, which makes them manipulation speed 125%. So they do tasks quicker as well. And they've also got nowhere to eat. Yes, they're sticklers for table and chairs, by the way, guys. And opportunity is human enhancement. This is Connor's unique trait. Listen, I just happen to have a handy little thing, a nano booster shop. So this gives you boost to movement, manipulation, and health. I can get it shared with everyone to get them a boost for 5 days, or I can give it to him for just 10 days. I'm just going to say just him, because it can make them sick. I really don't want to deal with that. And then, in terms of somewhere to eat, I'm going to go ahead and put the table in here. And I do believe when you place the table, it will ping up. Just hold shift to build stuff. We get 4 seats in there, so they're under a roof when they eat. But firstly, they're going to go to sleep. And the beef berries, if you check them out here, so if we click, that means we can also now set farm crops nearby, and each zone will have fertility. You see the green? You want to go on that one for best growth. And then over here, if we go on to the beef berries, you get a breakdown of them. And in terms of a bit of storage, we're going to want some under the roof storage as well. And I'm just going to put on two or three shelves right there. Got no queued research, so we can start something. Now, one of the first things you want to do, we're going to need to, by the looks of it, well, always get your lightning rods. If you're not playing modded anyway. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to go into weaponsmithing. The reason I'm going to go into weaponsmithing is because I'm not finding anything. I'm just going to cut down a few more bushes. I am also going to set an observe on one of these so we can grow our own. I am praying we manage to get lucky and find like a pistol in here. Otherwise, we're going to be building off of a workbench, which is fine. And Rita's finishing that first research up. I'm going to get some lightning rods straight in so we don't get zapped. And I'm just going to plonk one right here, actually, on the side there. And there we go. There's the heptagonia. So this is the sweet syrup that we can start eating. Now, what I'm going to do, because we got some beef berries in. See this? Now we have an option for beef berries. So if we look here, 6 days outside, amount for 1 meal, it costs them 10. So we're going to allow them to eat the beef berries now. Then as soon as that bright leaf's done, I'm going to farm those guys up as well. So cloth blossom. And I'm not going to attach these. So I'm going to keep a nice little 5x5 of cloth. So I'm going to get in, I think, a wooden workbench. I'm going to put this just over here for now. Actually, I'm going to put it here. That should be fine for them still to sit down. It's closer to the storage if we put it here. Let's get this one observed and then we'll be okay. A cause for celebration. Put together a camp as quick as we could considering the circumstances. We are not sleeping in the dirt. We have a roof over our heads and a fire to illuminate the dark, uncertain nights. And the most important, we have survived. So, at 7 o'clock tonight, let's let them have a little campfire celebration. And there's the first bit of rain, which could be our thunderstorm. We've got our thing here. And the grain grass is really important because this is how we're going to use for a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not going to do crazy. As I say, I'm going to keep nice small farms here. So, we're going to go for some short bows. They're not very good, but we will need some. And we're going to say... We're going to have until there's one. And then we're also going to have a weapon crafting 3 times. So let's slow it down a second. I can start pickling early on as well, but actually one of the main things we're going to need is to get the clothing done as well. This is handy, the toolsmithing. Maybe toolsmithing first. Should we get the basics going? I am fairly confident we can survive with this for a little while. And there's also one other thing that I want to queue up for research, and that is going to be long distance travel. So we need to find or produce metal alloys. So let's get metal refinement going afterwards. Hold on. Let's pause it a second because I might... Yeah, let's get some trees down. And I'm going to put them over here. What I'm going to do is get Connor to come and do this. He's not assigned to it. I'm not actually sure if he dislikes it. Farming 0. That's fine. Just want to keep you in there whilst the thunderstorm's on, mate. I'll put it in the middle. So if someone gets hurt and they need healing, the storage chest here, we're going to deselect all. And what you do is you just put medicines. Now I'm going to go ahead and make this look a bit nicer. And I'm going to move the research over there. And I'm going to move this one over here. So it's quite close to the shelf. And then we'll keep the food over here. So we're almost segmenting into like a little bit of a kitchen here, right? And there's the wardrobe. So we'll have those guys in on that one. But that's fine. Our first bow's coming in. That's going to go to Connor. There it is. New weapon short bow. Scavenge some meds as well. That's always ideal. And our first attack. Aggressive animals of 26. Not good. Now, what we can hope for here is they try and attack these. These guys will rip through these. But we only have 1 bow, right? So there is a couple of things we can do to counter this. And we can quickly build basic stuff. If I can get another weapon up, we'll be laughing. They'll be fine though. So if we get this fence, so what we want to do is basically build like a little pen. And it sounds a bit silly, but you can effectively do this. And then what I'll do is get Connor to come build all this. I think he's got everything he needs. It's just a bit of wood. And then the fence, you can just pop a couple of traps in front. But just in case, we can stand in there. Just a couple of traps. That'll hold them off. Nighttime's coming. They're about to attack, though. Do we get these traps up, Connor boy? More dying, though. This is good as the number goes down. So if we had a pistol or something, which on hard you do, you can kill these pretty easily. So they wouldn't be a problem at all. Connor, you're going to have to do that. Construction 3 is handy. The rest we're going to have to draft up. Jack, I know I don't want you kind of working too much, but can you come and finish that bow, please? There we go. So we're going to draft Connor. He's going to have to stay in here. Now, we'll have these guys. They do have like a little knife, and they can kill. They'll get injured, but we did get the meds. So we got some first aid kits, some bandages. Don't think Jack's going to have this done in time. At night time, they don't craft as quick either. And here they are. So we're going to draft everyone up. Get them all in here. Now, you guys need to come and get in here. Connor is here, so what I'm going to do is get him forward and shooting on these. He shoots twice as fast. It is dark, so he's going to miss, but he will be able to pretty much one-shot these guys, or two-shot them, so I'm going to get him to get a couple of shots early on. We're just going to get him back inside now. The big boy came and ruined our traps, unfortunately. But, Melody, can you come inside, please? We're going to thin them down, so he's managed to kill 4 already. Jack, Connor, you're going to come back there, because I want him actually shooting. But you see this, with the knives, they're pretty good, so... Nah, don't shoot. Just hit it with your knife then. And here comes the fight, though. They should be fine. Good thing is they do cause bleed, but they'll be okay. How many's left? 11. You right there, Connor? You can self-heal too, so they should be alright. Let's get these back inside. Go, go, go. Go on, Connor. Unfortunately, that big thing set off all our traps. Where's the last 4? Are they still here? They are. They're in there. Let's get all of them kind of slicing at this. Where's the last one? He's chewing on our stuff. Connor's got it. Undraft. So they're all going to go and wait treatment. What we're going to need to do is get our main healer, which is Melody. She is actually going to... she's going to not wait for treatment. She's going to actually heal the other people up. So she's going to start with Jack. Heal. There we go. And then... we're all good. So, each time we'll say they're losing blood. They should be alright, though. First attack dealt with. So, I'll get her healing with all of it. Can't fail a medical treatment. There you go. She's an impeccable healer, so she should be self-healing as well. So, you can right-click yourself and heal self afterwards. So, we'll get her going with all of those. Now, these guys are going to want something to do soon. So, we're going to be good, and we're going to get them just a little dartboard around the back of here. Stick it on the side of there so they can play darts when they're bored. There you go, Mr. Jack. We've got two bows. Now, if it's just bugs, we'll be absolutely fine now. So we'll get to 4 of those. We'll be happy days. But we do want Rita to go on expeditions. Rita has a trait that is absolutely amazing. Has chance to field observe unknown species during expeditions. So she basically can do your observations for you during the expeditions, which is awesome. She'll unlock loads for us. Also going to go ahead then, and we're going to copy out these, and I'm going to start just getting out. So we'll probably want a post here. So we've got a bit of a workable area if thunderstorms come. Alright, Melody. Absolutely smashing through that research. I am keeping that very close eye on the food. Now, what I need is probably... what is Connor up to? Shall I get him to mine this? I get him to mine those guys out so she can go ahead and get that planted as well. Rita's getting all our planting done. Look at that. We got four bows now, and we've got our earplugs as well. So we'll get these going with that. So let's get Connor on the earplugs. Jack on the earplugs. Melody. So they're not going to get disturbed sleep anymore. And then in the tailoring bench, I'm going to go for some hats to start. So it can get hot in the summer, so we'll probably want a bit of both. But mainly... well, one of the best ones is the baseball cap. And long distance travel is in as well, so we're going to get that one built. So this thing we're going to keep pretty close to the fuel, so when they refuel it, they can grab it really quick from there. But that's going to be quite a big deal. There's electronics, so we're probably going to have to turn off electronics from here. We'll make sure they're on there. So, because they'll go bad under the... under roof, like 24 days. So under a roof, they're indefinite. And here's the lightning strike chance. We're going to need Connor to get his booty back in. I'm going to risk it. a bit more syrup, and CPU cores. That's perfect. So all of that is going to help with the research. Let's harvest up a bunch of that. And what are we researching? Flamethrowers are nearly done. Yes, we'll have a little bit of fuel to keep us going for that. We'll also want to keep... We've got plenty of fuel, actually. Intellect 6 as well. And let's go for... What are we going? So it's empty. We'll probably want to keep... All of these are really good. You can improve their strength and all that through these as well. I'm trying to think what I want to do. I think wooden fortifications might be a good shout. Electrical grids, though, would make our life so much easier. Now that we've got it... Because I'm thinking printed components and stuff. We're actually in a pretty good place for this. Let's go ahead and do it. And then the flamethrower, we're going to get one of these guys in. So we have everything we need for it. We're going to need to make this bigger. So let's get this deconstructed. You need quite a bit of room for it, but we want it so when they come in, they get blasted with flame. So we're going to go there. And there we go, a whole bunch of syrup. So these guys are good for a little while, and the syrup will last a good while under the roof, whereas these don't. So under roof's 4 days of the veggie soup. And there we go, the last bit of construction ready. So defense is ready for the next one, and we'll just stand back here with our bows, and as they get caught, hopefully we'll get shot. If that goes in, it will get killed as well. And I'll probably grab the meat. And there's the electric grids. Now we're going to go for solar panels. Wind turbines, because you needed those for the graphene solar cells over here. Then we are going to probably... Don't know whether taming I want to do. I think we do need to get basic construction at some point. 30 fuel a time. So this is why we needed a bit of that fuel. The first one is 2 hours. These go up an hour a time, I believe. And I'm going to send Rita, because Rita is the one that's going to discover something as she goes out. And I'm going to do it at night, because they will sleep on it as well. And we got 22 aggressive animals. These ones are explodey. So the other ones I am going to grab. And we're going to start shooting them. So I'm going to attack these before they get to base. Okay, so I'm going to use these 3. This is the next attack, so on day 9:22. So it is 4 to 5 days. But yeah, she's gone. It won't take her long to get back. She would have actually been back before the attack. But I just want to thin the herd. Those orangey colour ones explode as well. And the terror bird, yes, these things attack everything that goes near their nests. They usually die out pretty quick. So he's going to do a good bit of damage for us. I'm going to shoot the closest first, and we're going to kite them. It is dark. And the bigger ones are faster than the smaller ones, actually. So we'll probably shoot those first. Hopefully Connor can hit it. And we are going to kite back. So we're going to get hit and bleed, and then we're going to run back and then hit. There we go. And they will stop chasing, so you'll be fine. And we'll just work them down a bit. There we go. Connor took a little bit... Is that Melody, actually? Melody took a bit of a hit, but that's okay. Get her back. And I think the terror bird is going to chew on them in the background as well. So crash of a site, what I think was a cargo pod. The crates scattered everywhere. One visit won't be enough to scavenge everything, so it's a scavenge site. And it's only two thingies away. Let's see what she gets. Scrap metal and ale. When they can't start pushing, we do want to turn and shoot. Whilst they're reloading, run back, essentially. Not bothered by the little ones at all. The only downside is those big ones have quite a bit of HP. Bit of acute pain. Really don't want him exploding next to us, though. Jack, you'll be absolutely fine. We're going to have to take an explosion here, I think. That's fine. He's good. He's a tank. The explosions do affect their other ones as well, though, which is fine. The birds didn't quite do it. If I ran this way over to the birds, they'd attack, though. The ale's back. Just going to send these guys over here. I think they're all coming now, so I'm just going to grab everyone over. Now, these two, we're just going to get those to start shooting that one. Connor, you keep running. Jack, you okay, mate? Yeah, you'll be fine. You keep running this way. These two, bleeding out a bit, but we'll get them shooting that. Connor, just come this way, mate. Use you as a bit of a kiting thing. Here, these guys can start shooting. If we could save Jack, that'd be wonderful, Connor. You turn on that. These guys will just get them hitting this. There we go. Just keeping a close eye. We've got enough meds anyway. We've got bandages and first aid to deal with this just fine, so no problems at all. Struggling over here a bit, aren't you guys? Just unfortunate that it was night time. We've got one more. There you go. So, Melody, you're bleeding out in 17 hours, so can you please heal yourself? Jack, I'm going to let Melody do it all. How long's he's not life-threatening, so that'll be absolutely fine. I'm just going to zoom it up so Melody can kind of quell herself. You'll see as she heals. Probably should have pulled them back a little bit more. There's another CPU. We'll take that. So no one's going to die. We're all good. But she probably did take a bit of a hit to her happiness. What we'll do is check in here. It can just show me here. So we'll check over her. She's going to have her movement quelled. Yeah, right foot. So treated -10. So we've got 80% movement. They'll disintegrate over time. 8 hours left, so she'll be okay after that. And we got lighting, we got heat. I'll probably go with a wind turbine, and the thing is, heaters are going to come in really handy in a bit. Hopefully this toxic ash will be gone soon. What else have we got? Grain cob over green grass. Grain cob is much better. So let's go ahead and get one of these in as well, because why not? We'll have a bit of everything. I'm going to pop in my first wind turbine. So these are constant, but they don't give that much. So they can go down as low as 4. So during this toxic ash, I don't think you get as much. I'll show you what I mean. So we'll get one of those in. And then for every power thing, you'll need at least 1 power pole. And we'll just use, at the moment, wood. That's absolutely fine. And what the electric rods can do is essentially charge batteries when they get hit by lightning as well. So you need to have them by power poles. So you can put little lights above stuff, and ideally you want it in the area where they're going to craft. It requires ceiling as well. So what we're going to do is see if we can get the wall lamp on here. I'm not sure if it lets you on. It does, I believe, on the stick ones. So let's get a wall light here. So at night when they're crafting, if it's a bit darker, it'll be okay. Let's see what she's got. These are the ones. So a detector one of the ship's data storage devices. These small modules contain bits of the ship's memory, flight logs, crew, personal mails, and whatsoever. So these are the ones that can give you breakthrough research. We're going to have a little guess, a little game we play. I want carbon wind turbines. Ready? Ah, fuel fermentation. Okay, that is one of the best. Let's also observe the silicon. And we've got ourselves a pulse rifle. Oh, yes. So what we're going to do, who has the worst combat? Rita. Okay. We're going to give Rita the pulse rifle. Now, this does a little bit of damage, but what it does is it stuns them. So it holds them in place. We're still in stick huts, but we've got electricity. Make it make sense, guys. Does mean there's no manipulation debuff, though, which is nice. And we've finished all the caps, by the way. The next one is you're going to want to make sure you've got some kind of shoes. So as they get bad, you definitely don't want them running around barefoot. And we're going to research fuel fermentation, which is going to be crazy. We're kind of laughing right now. And then we're going to get... How do I want to do it? Let's grab... Whilst we're going to make the barrels, we may as well grab a bit of pickling then as well for a different food variety. And there's the silicon leaf. So that is silicon itself, which we will need for printing. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest those because it lasts quite a while. What else do we have here? Only a cloth blossom. I don't think I need to worry because a lot of our growth is going to be done soon as well. So food, yeah, look at that. We're going to have some grain. And there's our silicon as well. The reason I'm grabbing it is because you need it for a lot of the research as well. Honestly, I'm going to slow it down whilst I try and pick a spot here. You can elevate and de-elevate the houses as well. So probably want to get her cutting some stuff down. We're going to need some trees. I think for the time being, we want somewhere for all of them to share and sleep. And then we can kind of build on it. But don't want to have to build twice. So let's go with an 8x8 base that's raised a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that we get some trees cut down. So we're going to cut those. I'm going to get some silicon down. And I'll probably put this next to this one. And we'll do quite a big one because it's double anyway. And you will need a fair bit of it. So, oh, that's ready for the harvest. And I'm going to set up a quick recipe of this once we get this grain. But yeah, it looks like it's not going to take long anyway. We want Connor's building to get up to at least... we need like level 5, I think it is. Or level 6 is the best. But being able to craft everything. I think I can do one more expedition before we will need to make sure we keep some fuel, right? I'm going to move this now as well. Let's get this one moved over. We kind of... it's okay for it to be inside our little defensive position. What I'm going to do is expend this. And we're going to basically have 2. And then we'll push this a bit further out. So let's get rid of these 2. That looks much better. Okay. And you got to be careful because if this ground isn't flat enough, by the way, the flame will not go off. So if it's a hill, the flame will just be above them. There's pickling and fuel fermentation. So what we're going to do is get some of these fermenting barrels in. We're just going to go with wood. And I will have these guys just over here. Oh, we've got 46 aggressive animals now. And I am going to fight these inside. So hopefully we'll have this finished. Where are they? And they're just the small bugs. These are going to be, yeah, 2 flamers will absolutely obliterate these. So we just need to make sure this building is done first. We've got plenty of time. They're over here. We've got the little gate in the back so they can get in. Now, they might chew on the fence. They do that sometimes, but that's okay. Now, either traps or these guys are going to level up our combat either way, but Melody, if they come this way, is going to hold them like crazy. So, it's going to be handy. Obviously, ideally, we could get a floodlight over here as well, but I'm going to do this. And this is going to give us the bug meat for our fuel fermentation right here, right? So, this is going to come in really handy as well. I'm also going to copy these guys over this way. Just going to copy these before we get into the next one. And hopefully they come in correctly. What I'm going to do is bring Rita this way. Actually, I'm going to put her right over here so they path correctly. They might try and go around the back here. There you go. Look at that stun. But some are coming in, which is great. Yeah, they're coming round, which is really perfect, actually. As long as she gets stuns here. But there's the fire. It's destroyed the fences already, but that's okay. They're going to run straight into the fire, so nice and quick. We're going to have to move the fences up a little bit. And look at that. Just like that. Defense is no problem. The fire, the flamethrowers are just immense, though. 2 more left. 1 more. And what's perfect is I'm actually going to cancel... I think the flames hit both of these. We're going to set those to be butchered. Then that bug meat's going to be turned into fuel. So that should stop the fire burning them. So it won't hit the fence on either side, but there will be a kill box. Now, we've got to be careful because there'll be 2 blind spots if they decide to come into these bits, but that's where the pulse rifle, hopefully, will hold them in place anyway. Alright, let's get antibiotics, which, by the way, takes grain as well. This is why grain's so important. And then we're going to get coffee. Cereal coffee as well. So coffee is really good because it allows them, it increases their manipulation speed for like 6 hours when they drink one. And there we go. That's automated somewhat of fuel. So nothing to worry about. Then our floor's almost done there. I'm also going to get some more wood. So we don't have many logs left. We are obviously growing a little bit here. They're not going to take that long. 50% of the way. There's 320 logs there. We can harvest early as well. But let's go ahead and keep cutting. Also good on sticks. It's just logs at the moment. So that should be fine. And getting the carbon in is going to be the easiest way for us to get the best clothing possible. Although we don't have carbon armor breakthrough. Or is that a breakthrough? No, improved carbon armor is a breakthrough, sorry. And yeah, we got fuel fermenting going. So we got our first bit of fuel fermenting up in here, as you can see, which is going to come in really handy. And then we've got a whole bunch of other stuff kind of happening in here. And now we have fuel fermentation. I'm also going to go ahead out onto an expedition. And we're going to be going to another explore, which is now going to take 4 hours each way for Rita. So we're going to send her out, dealt with the attack, so that shouldn't be a problem. And Connor just hit construction 4. Right, exploration complete though. Nothing really around. I do see some peculiar rocks. Oh, this is annoying. These can still turn out okay, but I see a small cave entrance underneath an overhanging rock. I'm getting some weird vibes from it. Sounds interesting. Explore it now. Okay, as I entered the cave, my head started pounding. I could sense the air becoming heavy with static electricity. I could feel the rocks vibrating. Okay, I hesitated but decided to press on. There was a small camp deeper inside. Someone was hiding here a long time ago, judging by the thick dust covering everything. I could hear rocks grinding. I quickly gathered what I could and left the cave just before it collapsed. What a feat. Should we see what she got? Oh, that's pretty good. So we're going to go straight to the signal rock. It's 8 hours, so and it does expire. I'm hoping we can get a 5th survivor here, but I don't know. And there's the antibiotics as well. And look at that. We've unlocked tea boiling with the smoke leaf as well. That's pretty handy too. That helps with pain, by the way, guys, which Connor does, in fact, need. As the balloon descended, I saw a little ways off a person desperately fighting a huge bug-like creature. We could wait to see what happens. We can help them fight. Good combat skill, no risk. So that's perfect. I mean, it's good enough. So we're obviously going to help because there's no combat risk. And it's Krista. Just means I can pump out research a bit more now that we've got her. I think she gets insights as well. So if we come in, Has occasional insights that boost the current research progress. So she can basically turn a 3-day task into a 1-day task through research, which is pretty crazy. So like graphene solar cells, for example, I'm going to put that in. I'm also going to put in wooden fortifications. But what I'm going to do is go... Now, there are a few things she doesn't like to do, I believe. I will have her doing that. Take her off hunt. Harvest, that's okay. Cut, I can leave. Ranching, it really doesn't matter. Plants. Scavenge, I can leave. I might just have her kind of doing a little bit of everything. And there we go. Our guys are back. Rita, I'm really sorry. Krista's just cracking on. So I think they slept on the way, but Krista's going to go in. Hopefully she gets an insight straight away. But I'm going to go ahead and give her... She started with a cat. Let's give her a pulse rifle. And I'm going to come into the house and I'm going to start the wall now. Actually, let's do the ceiling first. So we'll have just... We'll probably go 2-story. Let's go for planks for now. These can be a bit of a pain to upgrade, but I'm going to do it anyway so she can sleep under a roof. But actually, let's keep... We've got enough wood, haven't we? So let's keep going. Get the planks in. I like the planks. So go ahead and get these guys in. Now we're going to need, obviously, a doorway. And again, it's going to be the planks. So we'll go right on the edge. It actually makes a lot more sense to have over here. There we go. We've got some shoes coming in. We might need an extra pair, actually. So we're going to go for 3. There's the glitter cap. So I am going to be growing the glitter cap for sure. It's going to be pretty useful. And then in terms of this, I think... Where do I want to go? I don't want to go too far this way. Let's go over here. Let's stick to the 5x5s. Now, we're going to go furniture, and the first thing we're going to do is set them all up with wooden fabric beds. So we're going to need 5 of these. And then we'll have a loner just here. We could go straight into heat pumps, actually, just to make sure the room is fine. I think we'll be okay with just heaters, though. And honestly, I want to get a full kitchen done pretty early. I'm trying to think how we want to do this. Let's go brick rooms, then delivery drones. And I need energy storage as well. So let's go with those. I might take out the drone, actually. Put the energy storage first, then the drone. Won't take Krista long to do those at all. So let's go exploring. I think we've got enough. If we get attacked, which will be coming anytime soon, we should be fine. I've just realized this is going to need to move. So what I'm going to do is put the shoot target over here so they don't shoot the crops. I'm also going to go ahead and copy 1 more of you. So we're going to want 2 of those. So we'll have enough for our electricity. And then I'm going to bring these as far over as I can. I'm just going to pause it because there's a distress signal, which we'll probably want to go to as well. Okay, the site of a recent crash started emitting an automated long-range distress signal, maybe coming from an emergency lifeboat or from a ship's flight recorder. And we've just unlocked the cure plant, which provides antibiotics as well. You actually can't get it on this map, so this is why she's so strong. Cure plant is on the Sol 2 map, which is the jungle. Little basic shack is done. Should probably get a window or 2 in there for some daytime light. But whatever. We're going to just do the simple thing and get a couple of ceiling lights in. These guys do not care about lights at night, so put them in. And only 35 aggressive animals. I think they're the big ones. Yep, these are the overgrown scarabite. They give a lot of meat, actually, which is good. What I'm going to do is actually grab... Who have we got out? Rita. I'm going to use her to try and pull them in this way properly. I think they should turn to us anyway. They do typically like to attack the people, so come on in. You moved over a bit. They might chew on the back here, but that's fine. Oh, Rita. Rita! It's alright, the stun got off. These big boys... Yeah, look at that. Rita, can you get in, maybe? That would be good. Oh, we have one going round. Perfect. Now she's in, they should come round. So, I'm actually going to follow. And we're going to watch via these guys. Couple getting in. Why aren't my flamers triggering? Thank you very much. You almost need a big flurry of them, by the way. And they get knifed through the fence. Pretty good attack, I think. We're fine. Lots more bug. Little bit of a couple of hits here, but I think if I bring Krista this way, they will not be doing that. And there we go. The fire on the big ones. We almost need another row of traps here, but doing enough damage to kill them off, I think. And all this bug meat needs sorting, so we're going to butcher all that. Undo this, and then we should be able to get a fair bit of handling done on the fermentation. Okay, there's the graphene solar cell. I'm actually going to play it 2x. I'm going to slow it down a little bit because I can be known to... I'm a bit naughty. I play a little bit fast sometimes. And I'm only going to harvest 100 of that silicon because we don't need it. So, the plan now is... Let me just think. Graphene solar cells. Is she doing the battery now? We'll definitely want some of these. Look at that. They produce 60 a pop, man. I'm going to get one of these in. Just one, because I don't want to use all the electric, but then we're going to get a battery storage of two or three. I'm going to get rid of the brick thingy. We definitely don't need that yet. Let's do it in that order. And then we got room for another research. So what do we want to get in? Honestly, I'm not sure. I think flare shielding is a good one because it can break everything. So what this effectively does, when solar flares happen, it increases power consumption of devices by 50% of CPU devices instead of fully disabling them. Before you research this, if you've got turrets and stuff, they just won't work later in the game. I've actually lost a run because of... Before this existed, I lost a run. This wasn't a research when the game first came out. Hello, Melody. Your eyes are open when you sleep, though, which is a little bit weird. Yeah. They're aliens, okay? Okay, we can now build energy storage as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because we're producing some serious amount here. So... Now, these cost 5 electronics. We've got 13. So I'm going to just put maybe one in for now. I'm actually going to put it over here. I don't like that it's away from the house for now. So I'm just going to go there. Okay, let's keep copying this in then and getting this built. I don't even know where I built up to last time. I don't know how big I want the kitchen. We'll make it like a kitchen diner, I think. So that's just 3 more blocks I went with, wasn't it? Okay, we'll do that then. There we go. There's the... We'll try that again, and then let's go for the stone flooring. Although, ceramic's cheaper. Let's go ceramic. It looks a bit nicer. It makes more sense for a kitchen, right? Let's do that. So yeah, let's empty and deconstruct that one. And then with the tailoring bench, I'm going to go ahead and move this in. No reason for this not be inside now. So we'll get all the goodies so tailoring can happen from over here. The only problem is you'll have to walk all the way over here to grab the goodies and bring it back in. I'm going to copy in some of these. I'm going to bring them a bit closer. So I'm going to have them out here. And then this one, I'll probably copy again, actually. What we want is gap in between. That'll do for the storage. I'm going to then deconstruct those, move them over. I'm going to start getting everything transported. Farming 7. Connor. Oh, research insight. Jeez, man. So she's just pretty much finished the delivery drone. That's what I was talking about. Connor, though, on the other hand, is not looking good. So play darts, Connor. What we need now is this baby. So 50 metal alloys. This I'm just going to pop over here. That's absolutely fine. We'll have it. Although, do I want the fermenting barrels there? Or do I have them inside? I think I'll have a fermenting room and then we'll just have a load of freezers with bug meat on it. So delivery drone, let's go here. So we'll have our metals in for that momentarily. Now, we do have the sneakers and some synthetics ready. Now, what I can do... So, outside is 8 degrees. Indoors is 10. So, it is a couple of degrees better. We can just pop in a couple of heaters in here eventually, which I think I'm going to have to do. So, I think the fireplace, a stone fireplace in here is a very good idea. So, this thing should heat up most of the room. And we can cook the coffees on there as well. Let's copy this, though. Let's get a bit of a... So... You're good for that section. This is going to need some kind of storage through here. I'm also going to copy this. This is temporary right now. The light is blocking that. What I'm going to do is that. And here we go. We got our first spike-tailed insects. These guys, look at this. So out of nowhere, we're getting severe attacks. These offer 50 bug meat each. This is bad. These guys shoot. I'm going to do something here then. So defense... Obstructed access. We need to bring these back almost. Not enough wood. I'm going to bring this pole fence this way. They can shoot, but I'm just going to do this a second. I'm going to copy this one in. Have a little one at the back. And then is the delivery drone done? Connor, you're going to have to come and build these, mate. I'm going to hopefully start the building of that. And I need the defensive thing up, really. I don't know if they're going to have it done in time. Start deconstruct. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for a deconstruct on all of this. And then a construct of the other ones. We're going to run out of wood, actually. Are we going to have enough? I think so. Just going to slow it down a second so I can concentrate. Get these kind of deconstructed. Jack, come and do this, please. Get him queued on all that. So deconstruction will happen. Then we'll get the tower in. Just one tower, I think, will be good. Connor, come back, please. This is more important. And then get the wooden tower done. This will act as a little bit of defense. It's not amazing. 13 of them. Something fighting them. Something did kill one of them. Okay. And we've got a couple that are bleeding out, actually. So, not bad. Are these are definitely the shooting ones, aren't they? They're not the small ones. Yeah, they're the shooting ones. So, that's pretty substantial attack, actually, believe it or not. Connor, come and do this, mate. And then we need to get this drone built. This will speed everything up. It'll just transfer all the wood from everywhere. Well done, Connor. There we go. And they're going to attack at night, unfortunately. We don't have... So they're going to be able to shoot from here. So they're probably going to just shoot at these. These are not going to be that useful. So what we're pretty much going to do is stand everyone behind and try and bait them in. We're going to take a bit of a beating here. So we're going to have to micromanage them. We do have 2 pulse rifles, though. So what we'll be doing is probably grabbing them up now. Krista, you're going to come up into the tower. Melody, you're going to stand to the side. Then these guys, you're just going to come over here. Alright, just so they can shoot. I think I timed that perfectly. The only good thing is we're going to get some good bug meat out of this. I would like these guys to maybe hit them, but I don't think they're going to. Who has the old equipment? That's fine. Yeah. Because you start building the electrics and the house, the attacks are only going to get worse, so... Yeah, we're lucky it was only 14 of them. But even so, 14 of them is pretty strong. Jack, actually, do you want to come this side? So what we're going to do is bunch them this way. Rita, you're going to need to... No, sorry, Melody. If you just come over here. Rita, you just come here. Connor, you stay there. I think that's fine. Krista should be able to get stunned. The problem is the range. But she is going to be able to stun them over here, so... Yeah, perfect. So we should be able to do a fair bit. The darkness doesn't help, but... Connor, come back, mate. Melody. Actually, what I'm going to do is get her here to stun. And then stun again. There's going to be a bit of shots, but we should be able to get some pretty good stuns here. And bleed them out anyway. Luckily... Well, let's get these guys maybe move back. Christy, you're okay up there, aren't you? Good, they're bleeding out, so change your shot. I'm going to get these 3 hitting these over here. So we can keep stunning these in place. So let's get these bleeding a bit. And the bleeds will stack, so we're absolutely fine here as long as we keep stunning these. And they'll take 10 damage each stun as well. So we will be able to kill some. Perfect. Let's get those guys on that one. Again, might want to focus some lights here as well, which will make this, well, a million times easier, actually. No, we're absolutely fine. Oh, good. Perfect. Focus this one, guys. That's it. When they're stunned, you can actually run over and knife them as well. Makes it a bit easier. Luckily, we didn't take too much damage at all, actually. I'm quite impressed. I thought it was going to be worse. But that one tower kind of saved the day. Because they'll miss a lot of shots when they're shooting at a tower. Which helps massively. So let's get those all under. Let's butcher. Melody, do you want to kind of self-heal first? Yeah, in order to get power cells, you need electronics crafting and then find or produce a power cell of some kind. So we'll need to try and figure that one out. But that's okay. We'll get that one in and then let's go for diesel generators for some fallback stuff. And don't bother with camp management, by the way. It's not very good. It just doesn't really work. It could do if they changed it. You could have separate camps everywhere, but they haven't quite figured it out yet. It's a bit buggy. Let's get musical instruments as well. Now, tempted to send Rita back out, actually, so let's go ahead and do that so we can explore. It's now getting up to 5 hours. There's the cargo pod. Let's get her back out. Now, Rita, has your strength improved yet? Physical is level 2 now, so ideally you want to go to level 4 or 5, the ones on the expeditions, then they'll be able to carry a medium amount. Pasture frequented by herbivores. It could prove to be a good hunting ground, so I jotted down. I mean, it's not very good. She's going to come back with a bit of raw red meat and some hides. Medium combat skill, average amount of resources. They can be good in a pinch. It's permanently there, right? We've got a bit of leather, 120 meat. So what we'll probably try and do is cook that up into some meat soup. Well done, Connor. And the battery is now charging up as well. So our drone will be able to run permanently. And here it is. the drone, baby. So this requires how much power? Only 10, actually. So every time they cut stuff down, everything like that, we no longer need to have these guys doing deliver. And these guys, the drone will do it. So it's one less job for these guys to do, which is actually arguably the biggest job. Look at it. Can I follow the drone, actually? I can. Here we go. So the drone will go on out, grab the wood, place it everywhere we need it. It is literally a very strong drone, by the way. And in all of this, we probably want to move nice and close to this as well. So they're literally just not going to leave this little area. We're going to go pretty much in the middle so they can both work these two benches and they'll be close. And then these guys, we actually need another one of these. Get that in. Now we can slowly get rid of all this stuff. And eventually we'll get, obviously, like I say, fridges and freezers. I'm not sure if I'll do a freezer room or actual freezers. I don't know yet. And I'll do a proper storage shed, probably out of hay as well, for all of these guys. And then we'll move those guys in, probably back here, actually, full storage shed. In terms of an outer wall, we could just go from the water here as well. They won't be able to walk in. So that is also something to consider. Connor, I think we're going to need some t-shirts out of this guy in a moment. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go for, well, something for cold tolerance here. And I don't really want to go full coat. I don't think we'll need it. So I'm going to go with the shirt. Get 4 of those in. So this is going to be a little kitchen cookery space. Got room for another survivor still, so go ahead and get these in. There we go. And then I'm going to go for production. We're going to get a proper cook stove in here. The old L cook stove. And I think I go right here, so we can start cooking better meals, actually. Okay, so with this being done, this isn't the most efficient, but we are going to be able to make some better foods like this. Look at this. We can make a veggie pizza. Let's go for 2 of those. Yeah, so that'll help with a bit of happiness. And then we'll go for, what chef's recipes can we do? Chef's steak. We don't really have the ale. So these gives better, you'll see the happiness effect, by the way, guys. And kind of leveling up. So we're going to stick probably to the quick recipes. They're just always too good. And look at the drone just working away, man. It's nuts. I hope those little squares disappear eventually. It looks like they are. And again, I'm going to get all this moved over. Realistically, let's go ahead then and start with a couple of towers. We're going to go for a kill box just in front here. So let's get 2 of these. You moved out the way. And then for the fence, we'll go for poles. And we're going to need an entrance point. So I'm just going to slow it down a second. And we are going to have a 3 wide situ. Like so. And then we're going to move... actually, we're just going to build new ones. Traps are something that make... That's 4. That's fine. It's traps, by the way, that make more thingies spawn in. So keep that in mind. And then we'll get this around here. Nothing too crazy. How far wide did we go? There we go. And then we'll get the one little fence door. I'll probably just get another pole one right in the back there. Do have a sniper now, so yeah, let's do it. Let's go for a 3rd tower just there, and then we'll break this stuff down. Thin smoke. Okay, I'm definitely going to go and do that one. So, Rita, do you want to go and check out the thin smoke for me? Quite far away, so we won't have a cook for a while, but we got the meals, actually, so we should be okay. What do we get? Oh, we got the boxer. So if we find a dog on the map, we can tame it, which is great. So we could tame boxer dogs. They are a bit of a pain to try and find. They will randomly appear. Best way is just drag and then see if you see a dog. And actually, I might just put these over here for now. Let's get a cheeky little hand pan and a didgeridoo. They'll ask for some kind of... Didgeridoo? No, I did not. Okay, it looks like we did dry out that meat, which is a pretty good idea, actually. Oh, holy crap. I wasn't expecting this. I found a survivor. Welcome, Henry. I'll say hello. He's a decent character, actually. He is the bionic guy, right? Fights twice as fast with melee weapons. Tolerance to cold and heat increased by 10. Will not harvest or take care of plants and animals in any circumstance. He loves to bench press. He's battle hardened. What a beast. I'll sort the beds out eventually, guys. As I say, I could build it now. I'm just focusing on the defensive bit first and just prepping for the winter. So hopefully we'll have, well, enough for this. And then let's go light and heat. I'm going to go ahead and get an electric heater over here. And over this way, actually. We're going to have 2 of them, and that should keep this room nice and warm. Now, let's go for the salvage on these 2 now, guys, and we'll continue to get these on. Henry, I also didn't set up your activities. What do you like to do? Get you 1 for healing. Handling? Yeah, rescue, bearing, carrying, away. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he likes to hunt, so we'll have you on a 1 there. You can help with cutting, scavenging, mining. Doesn't like cooking, so let's take him off that. Yeah, he's okay with crafting, tailoring, and observe. We'll take you off that as well. We don't need you on that. I'll take you off deliver. So he's going to be main, like, physical. The multi-layers helps with the shooting and attacking, so they'll go for weakest point. They can be pretty intelligent sometimes, the bugs. They'll look... If you leave someone in here and your other guys are in here, they'll start hitting the wall over here, if that makes sense. So I'm going to keep sending Rita for now, just to get the researches done for everything, and then hopefully the rest of this building will be done. I know another attack's going to come very soon. Okay, we have our air conditioner now as well, which is a CPU and electricity. We can make it colder if we want. I could get a little fridge room set up, but I'm not sure yet. At the moment, our food's just going bad, so probably want to dispose of the dodgy grain porridge or make sure everyone's eating them. Now, Henry, I forgot about you. I see an oval-shaped metal structure protruding from some old debris. It's like an armory bay with reinforced walls which has survived the crash. Go there immediately. Oh, this could be a weapon. Oh, laser pike. Henry, got you a nice laser pike. Low physical, so reduce the amount of scrap. Ah, there we go. We scavenged a power cell anyway. Perfect. That's... yeah, that's pretty mega because that unlocks loads. Like laser pistols, pulse rifles, power cells. Pretty big deal, actually. So, yeah, AI core is going to be great because you get the service bots as well. I think I will go for a 3rd battery here. And there we go. We've got aggressive animals. Only 38, actually. There's a couple of big ones in here. This is perfect. Nice and easy then. And that's because of the hungry pests, which will come and eat your stuff. But I think they're cheering on all the wild stuff first. There's a lot of bug meat we could probably get. Now, because we've got a sniper, I could send Jack out and kill this before it even gets here. So, but I'm going to test out the defenses here, so it should be pretty quick to get in. Make sure everyone's ready to get back though. Intellect 8 for Krista as well, and she's already finished the refrigerators, so let's go ahead and get freezers in. Let's get sensor devices as well then, I think. And what else would be ideal? I think we start the turrets. 5 days. If she gets a research insight, we'll be laughing. I'm going to go ahead and draft you into the middle. Krista, I'm going to draft you into the tower. Jack, draft you in. And then these 3, I'm going to have them ready. Drafted. Let's get you in. So Connor, you come into the middle. Rita, you come in here. Henry, you come there as well. Let's get them all in. We've got no one over where they are. Has it started snowing? It has. More scavenger those. Disconnected electric devices. Ah, our lights. We're okay though. What I'll do is get these over. There we go. We'll get all this connected up. So we've got a bit of a circuit here. Now they will attack the drone. It looks like they're going for something else here. So you can garrison the drone. I'm going to garrison the drone so it's not flying about. But the snipe's already started, so that's perfect. Go on, Jack. Should probably give the sniper to Connor, really, because he shoots twice as fast, but that's okay. He can get the next one. Actually, maybe watch from these guys. Rita, should we follow from you and just watch as we attack the bugs coming in? Hello, big boy. I doubt they'll even get past this now, because there's 6 of us. And 2 pulse rifles will just stop everything coming in. But they're pathing perfectly. So this is great. Yeah, a little screenshot in there. Lovely. And the first winter is here. Oh, you had one get in. How did you get in? Must have ran straight through underneath. Okay. Well, not too bad. I think, what's that? 5 left. I think I might go grab these guys, actually. Go deal with these hungry pests as well. Maybe not those 2, actually. So I'm going to bring you guys over here. I'm going to undraft the 2 pulse rifles. And then these guys... I'm going to go kill these before they start chewing on my stuff. Because the hungry pests will be annoying, so if we just walk them forward, they'll just shoot everything in radius. And we can level up our physical a little bit anyway, can't we? So I'm just going to wait for them all to come this way. Come on, get him, boys. There we go. Connor reached combat 7. He's actually really powerful on these bows. He just starts flinging shots like crazy. Hopefully these guys will keep coming in then. And then in the meantime, we'll set these off for a butcher here. And then any they kill over here as well. Let's go this way. Get them, boys. Oh, one getting through there. Please kill them all. They're so annoying, the hungry pests, man. Once we get those turrets up, it won't be a problem. Where are the rest? Over this way. We'll deal with them as well. 11 left. Where are the rest? I'm going to undraft. We're going to get them back to work, and we'll butcher the rest. I'm trying to find the blinking drying rack. Where is it? There it is. Large drying rack. We actually want one of these. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of that stick drying rack. And then what I'm going to do is get smoke leaf on this bad boy. So, yeah, I think we're all good for all of that. Perfect. We're smashing out stuff. Let's get this freezer done. Well done, Connor. And then what I'm going to do is no raw in here. We're just going to have to cook. And I feel pretty good. There's the shirt, crafting 7 as well. And risk a meltdown for Connor. What can we do for you, Connor? Disturbed sleep. Have you not got any earplugs in? Put the earplugs in, man. So coming into the winter here, we do have a bit of luck in the way that we can go out. So what I'm going to do is, rather than sending Rita this time, I'm going to send Connor to the hunting grounds. Oh, hello. Jack and Rita became lovers. You dirty dogs, you. I totally get it, man. She is cool. And then we can get the roof on. Look at them all. They're all bored. They're all just hammering through. And then we'll get the roof. Probably just a normal wooden roof to start. And I'm going to go for this. I'm tempted, actually, to come down and see... Oh, our turret's done, man. Holy crap. Let's get tea boiling. She's got quite a lot that she's going to blast through. I was wondering if we get elevators. Where are the elevators? There. We need to get carbon nanotubes. So I think that might be our job. I think we grab Jack. Shall we see how much that nest has grown? Where was it? There. I think there's a lot there. It has said it will regenerate, though. 3. So there's only a little bit over there. So let's keep this going. We're going to need all that we can get from these anyway. And then the ground is recovering really nicely. Now, we could hunt up these guys for some extra food in the winter, which we might want to go ahead and do. We've got to be pretty careful. But I am going to try it. So I think Jack, if Jack's hunting, we should be fine here. What I'm going to do is take these guys off. And I'm going to get Jack to go and do it. Henry's doing it as well. What's Henry got on him? He does have a bow, actually. That's fine. So he can bleed them out. Thing is, these guys do attack. I forgot their name. But they do attack back sometimes. So you've got to be really careful. I'm not going to grab these bugs as well. So we'll see. Melody's also doing it with a pulse rifle. Of course. Let's see how he gets on. So this thing will obviously start to bleed out now, which is great. Melody, not so good with you. Connor should be pretty good because he can shoot twice as fast. So he should take these down pretty quickly. But Jack's already hitting them as well. It's going to give us a lot of goodies. There we go. Come on, guys. They're all on it. And in the background, research is still happening. So yeah, not bad. Let's go 3x then. I don't think they're attacking back. So we're absolutely fine here. That is hilarious, though, with the pulse rifle, right? Get out of here, man. Christy, you've got one. And above -7. Let's give you a beanie. Rita, you can also have a beanie. Jack, let's give you a beanie. And then Connor, you can also have a beanie. So everyone should be fine. Yep, it's a few degrees better. The -6 there isn't great. So hopefully we can get a few of these shirts done. But it's worth noting that we have full heating inside. So as long as they're inside there, we're going to be fine. And we got a whole bunch of meat in for the winter. Beautiful. And we're going to dry those guys off as well. So I'm going to allow the raw resources from here. Now, we're going to just go through everyone's food. We're going to say, what meat is it? Dried meat. That's good. I think we're good across the board on this, aren't we? Yep, everyone's copied over and we are fine. So have we got our 6 beds? Yes, we do. So we're going to say until 10. think it takes some doing. You get 5 for 20 of the tea leaf. And I think there might be some out in the wild that we can grab. There is. Let's grab this before it gets too cold then. So what do we want to go for next? Let's have a quick look. There's our first bit of tea, so we can fix Connor. Grab that tea. Connor, go drink some tea, mate. And then punch that afterwards. And that'll sort you out. And then back to the research. Let's see what we want to get on them. So there isn't too much I'm that bothered about at the moment. So just because of that, we can basically, well, get some, maybe a flat cannon or two so we don't have to worry about flyers. But the majority of everything should be okay because we're not hoarding goods and we're not huge on building yet. So the attacks won't be too bad. We're okay on that. Let's maybe get more into, let's go CPU, power cell, AI cores. We'll just get all the big ones done. Synthetics we're not going to be able to do much with. I could grab leather if we need it as well, because we'll have some use for it, right? Why not? And there we go. Got a bit of food variety now, so it should be all right. We got a good amount of dried food in, didn't we? Dried meat. So my question is then, how long, where is that dried meat? How long does it last on here? 1 year. We don't really ever want the attacks to come from the back anyway. Nest formation. Mining of silicon. So we can't get scissor hand nests on this map anyway. That is in the jungle. That's fine. Get it out of the way. And exploration is complete. Site with looks like a huge chunk of an engine. One visit won't be enough, so I'll mark this location. Come on. I came across a particularly interesting piece of the engine, but dismantle it to get good stuff out might take a while. I could use this time to get loads of scrap metal instead. No. I could go electronics or CPUs. I have 3. We're going to need a fair bit. Take your time to get CPUs out of it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, we have an attack. 63. And we've got some overgrowns in there. So pretty sizable. That's okay. Rita's back. So that's good. I am going to just let them do their thing for a moment. Connor is one. He is sleeping, so he'll be okay. There's the severe cold snap. So minus 18 outside, so we can't stay outside for very long now. Which is kind of scary. Melody, please be careful. Let's keep an eye on it. Above minus 6, that's minus 18 outside. You can put a shirt on to make it a little bit better. I'm going to get her to come in. And what I'm going to do is turn off the scavenge for now on these guys. So I don't want them too far. I just want them to stay over here. I think that's pretty much it. So they should all stay inside. Inside should be fine. Yeah, we got a 1310. Yeah, we've got plenty of sticks. We're all good. And there's the crafting of the earmuffs that we can get here. You're not walking all the way over there to get the wood, are you? Just leave that one. You don't need to worry. Just come inside. Connor, you're also not. Come here. I'm going to sort these guys out. So who do we want? We've got double pulse rifles in these two. Minus 16 outside. As the day goes on, we should be okay. But I am going to wait. Where were they? They're right there, so we've got to be really careful. They're pretty close. And we've got about 1 hour, so let's draft you up. Let's draft you up. And then Jack, you're going to go here. Connor, you can come over here. Now, we could be cheeky and put in like a little fire and stuff over this way, but nah, that's fine. We'll just get them all in the middle. This shouldn't be a problem. They should still path where we want them to. Numbing cold. I know, guys. We will sort the cold in a moment. It's minus 15, so they're going to get pretty ill here. A bit of hypothermia and stuff. All we got to do is deal with this attack. And if you just check the health, you can see the temperature here. So just keep a close eye on it. They are going down. Here we go, though. They are attacking, so we can deal with this in a moment. Let's quickly speed it up. And then I think we'll watch... Well, we'll just watch via this method, I think, rather than anything else. And let's see how much damage we can do. There we go. And we're going to get ourselves some nice bit of fuel. So it's only minus 11 now, so it's getting better as the day goes on. Pneumonia, there it is. I was wondering when they'd start getting ill. And there we have it. Big boys coming in. Getting trapped, and the fire should kick in. We might need to get those second ones in really soon, but those stuns are holding like you wouldn't believe there. So amazing what 2 pulse rifles can do, isn't it? There we go. Absolutely fine. Combat 5 for Henry as well. And pole fence damaged. Who's chewing on the pole fence? Oh, over here. Hello. He can't see that either. Jack, can you see it? Get it, guys. There we go. We're going to undraft everyone. You can get back to work now. That was absolutely fine. Well, what we need to do is make sure pneumonia, he can deal with that. No problem. Let's get all of these in. I want the light one off. And let's get all those butchered. Now, we've got a little bit of idling. It's because I don't want them outside. I'm going to leave it at the moment. But a good amount of construction happening. We're going to need a bit more wood cut down. Again, not something I want to do during a cold snap, if I'm honest. What's Connor's thingy here? Above -13. So he can pretty much stay outside, actually. I'm pretty sure Jack's close to that as well. So we'll get one scavenge on. Absolutely fine. I mean, let's go out with one of them then. I think we could send Connor out. Maybe. He has a 6 physical, so we could send him to the close by one. This cargo pod. Let's send Connor out on that expedition. It's only 4 hours. And happiness is back up anyway. Really do with not scavenging the fuel though, guys. That would be fantastic. It's not something we need right now. There we go. Scrap metal and grain. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got medium physical skills, so we can get 200 grain. Yes. All right. No problem at all. I'm going to send him again when he gets back, I think. Now, this really isn't going to hold for the next attack either, guys, so I need to expand. Krista has hypothermia. Okay, she's coming back in, so it's fine. Jack, do you want to... Have you got earplugs? You haven't. Let's get you some earplugs as well, Henry. Jack has hypothermia. I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I need to be careful. I'm going to let them get a bit of hypothermia. They're fine. We'll deal with that. It normally would have carbon by now, if I'm honest. I've left it a bit longer than usual. I'm going to get 2 more of these guys in. Like that. And then I can grab this. So I am just going to leave it like this for a little bit longer. We'll get a little pole gate there. And back in again. And then once this goes, the sphere cold snap, I'll get in more wood again. But that grain coming in was huge. So I'm going to go back out again with Connor. I'm going to get him to go grab this cargo pod bay once again. I could get a second one out and we could... Yeah, you know what? Second hot air balloon. Let's do it. Oh, hello. Did Connor find first clothing? I didn't even read, and he brought back different stuff this time. It was actual clothing. I mean, that's pretty good right now. The first stuff can be made at least. But the cold snap's gone now as well, so we can get back to chopping down a bunch of wood. Let's get those done. We're going to need a lot for this perimeter, so let's just get all those in. New insect nest. Oh, yes. Good stuff, man. All right, let's set up a couple more expeditions. So hunting grounds if we want... Oh, the ground is frozen. No animals come to graze. There's no point in that, but we do probably want to explore. I also want to be careful. There's one more cargo pod debris there, so I'm going to send Connor on that one. Then we're going to go probably engine debris. Is that worth? Yeah, armory bay. We do that armory bay? I think so. Let's get Rita out on that armory bay as well. Hello. Wow, just sent you out. That's fine. We can deal with that. And we're going to need to get everyone back. So let's draft up now. Melody, Jack, you can get there. Krista, you get there. Henry, you come on over here, please. The other side. And then the other guys will be back afterwards. So just going to get them all set up. We've got ranged ones this time. So Jack's going to be sniping the big boys. And then the rest will come down here. Now we have 4 flamers this time, so it isn't a problem. But as you can see, the attacks are increasing somewhat. So we do need to be ready. I think Connor's going to be back in time. He is. Lovely. So Connor, I want you to come this side as well, please. And we'll just wait. I think Rita's still going to be a little while. And here they come. So the attack has started then. Is everyone in? Yep. Got to be really careful about drone as well. We don't want the drone to get caught out. Armory bay. Laser pistol. Very nice. We'll take the laser pistol because I can upgrade at least this. I'll probably give it to Connor at this point. Is it just one? Yeah, that's cool. We'll take it. Right, what I'm going to do is get you garrisoned, please. Don't want you getting attacked. And here they come. So, let's see. Connor's kind of chilling ready over here. What I'm going to do actually is come out of that. I'm going to get Jack and make sure he shoots the big ones first. I mean, he's going to do a good job with these, but yeah, let's do that. Good stun. Explodies kill their own as well, so if you can hit them, it's pretty good. Like when one of these dies, it'll kill the rest. Look, it's crazy. There we go. Damages structures, but that's fine. Right, big boy in yet. Jack. You can't see, so I've got to be careful to make sure they're in the right place here. Because otherwise he'll get down. Should be fine. They're going to try and shoot from the side, I think. There we go. Let's hit my drone, man. Don't you dare. Over there, drone. Over there. There we go. You're not hitting my drone. We have a bit of a problem here where we might get a meltdown as well. Guys? How are we all doing? You'll hit that one, please. Good job. Melody. I'm going to undraft Melody. And I'm going to get her to go drink tea. And then she's going to heal herself. Maybe? Yeah, let's heal herself after. We'll get her to drink that tea. These guys can finish that off. Absolutely fine. Not bothered about all these little ones here. There's a few more running around, though. We've got to be really careful. I know, they're agitated. They're running in the right direction. The flamers will kill them. There we go. Let's butcher that. Anyone else? There's 4 more. Let's speed it up. There we go. And they're all done. And another good fight dealt with. Welcome yourself back, Rita. There's a laser pistol there, so I'm going to give that one straight to Connor. So actually, let's do that. So rather than the wood, I'll go ahead and get that kind of set up. So we're going to go for the stick one here. And what you want to do is basically leave a gap between your fence and this. And I'm going to go with a pretty wide gap, actually. And what that basically does is it stops the bugs going directly for this. And you can shoot over it. So otherwise you can't. If they come too close to this, you can't shoot over it. Oh my god. 20 degrees lower than usual. That's a problem. I'm micromanaging their happiness still at the moment. So until I get carbon armor, we're going to have that problem constantly. It's just the easiest way. So I can manage them that way. And I think I'm going to send Jack over to deal with one of the camps in a moment. There we go. All the raw food can be moved in here now. So at least we won't have it going off. And that'll keep us good for a while. And there's the electric smelting. So I'm going to get these in. Firstly, though, just going to check the grid. In the day, you're on 96. So production then. Let's get an electric furnace. Got everything we need for this. And honestly, let's get 2. And I'm going to go with these guys doing metal alloy from scrap with the sticks that we have here. And then these guys I'm going to set up to do bricks only. So we're going to bake bricks in here. And we've got plenty of hay nearby. So we're going to say until maybe 300 bricks. And we're going to copy and paste over. There we go. So you can mirror. I'm just copying and pasting. What I'll do is just hammer out research whilst they're spare here. Let's get maybe... what do I want to go with? Laser pistols. A couple of explodey traps, because they're always good. Now, the other one's up here, which does concern me. But there is 11. So I think this is the one. So, Jack, it's minus 20. But we're going to draft him up. I'm going to speed it up. And he's going to start the attack on this. Now, it's a horrible hill. And we need to take out the little ones first. There's going to be a bit of hypothermia that happens. Krista, there is no way you're getting that. Oh, you're observing outside. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to leave it. Now, Jack can survive above 15, which is good. It is minus 16, so we'll have to wait. Security signal is really good. I'm not going to go out on it just yet, but this cold snap will be gone. If you look at the days, we've only got a couple more days until we're out of winter anyway. Now, let me manage this here. We got a full set of research. Got 3. Henry, you're not doing much. So what we want to do before we go any further is make sure we're queuing up some building and stuff like that. So handling, bricks in production. So bricks are coming. Minus 11 now, so they're all fine hypothermia wise. So we're just going to slow this down. And I'm going to bring him in line with them here. And we're going to effectively be running back this way. And we're just going to start sniping. Ah, there it is. There's the other one there. And then there was another one across the top this way, I think. I don't know. So that's what we'll go with at the moment. Not too close, mate. Like that, look. They get agitated and they are so quick. Run! He should be able to get away. Yeah, they're stopping. Good. Shoot another one. The big nest, though. I can't lie. Now, the big ones will follow for ages. You can get him to shoot something. And he missed. Good. Don't get agitated. As long as they're not by the brood mother, it's okay. Not there. Thank you. Can't quite see through the trees either. Just going to stand him there for a sec. Let him shoot a couple of these. The big one gone. Now, the little ones will chew through you very quickly, by the way. And by the way, taming the brood mother will actually... She'll poop out carbon. Gonna make him a little bit unhappy, but that's okay. He'll get healed as soon as he lies down. So I'm just gonna build a bit of an energy crystal farm here. There we go. We're gonna rotate some of these into brick walls slowly, so we'll have better insulation inside as well. And it means I can go ahead and build my freezer room if I want to. And I think I'm gonna. Jack, it is quite far away actually. It's gonna be. So the good thing is once it's mined, it won't matter. Because the drone will grab it all for us. Probably need a second one because it is quite far. Look how much quicker Henry is though. Just silly. We'll probably start shooting with Henry actually. Let's do that. Whilst we wait for Matey Boy to get up. Now we're going to have to kill the little one because it is quicker. Although, might just shoot this one. Where are you going? Come back this way. Oh, he took a hit already from the brood. Just going to send him running. Oh, the crossbow is terrible. The little bow and arrow, sorry. He's going to get chewed on a little bit here, but he should be alright. Come on, you can do it. The brood queen is coming this time, but hopefully we can hit all these. There we go. Right. We've just been hit by yet another severe cold snap. However, this one's only 14 degrees less. That is back to back to back cold snaps. Now, I'm going to undraft Henry. I can go deal with the big one myself. The last one. So we'll let Henry get back and get treatment. And hopefully Jack looks like he can shoot from here, so... And he missed. Come on, Jack. Missing every single shot. This one's bleeding quite badly. Tempted to let it bleed out, actually. Just get rid of him. But there we go. Right, I'm going to undraft him. So that one's going to bleed out. And then we'll observe this. So you have to, obviously, attack. Sorry, not observe. And then we observe one of these. So we'll start with observing that. And then Jack, do you want to come in? You know what? You're still there. Let's grab him again. I'm going to start shooting this. There we go. It's about to bleed out. And then we'll undraft. So it's observed that you have to kill the middle one to stop them. I think that stops them spawning in. There we go. So these guys are pretty damn handy at covering all the space. So just going to do that. I need to copy one more and flip it around. So we'll have a double open space here, which will mean none of this goes bad under the weather here. So as you can see outside, 1 year, 24 days. Yeah, in terms of research then, we'll stick to just the ones that are the newer ones. So we're going to want searchlights and then carbon armor once we get that one in. We have 561 fuel. Here it is though, the fireworks coming off, and there's the carbon nanotubes, baby. So we're going to go for, this is all the good stuff, carbon armor straight away, and then we can get surgical automations. And I want to get service bots, so we need to produce an AI core at some point. And then carbon fortifications. All of this makes the world of difference. I want the elevator. And defense-wise, we're going to need a big, nice big wooden gate or two that we have closed across the board here. So they don't have to go all the way around to get through stuff. Now, we will need some more wood, and we'll also need to cut those down. But that's okay. We'll get a pole... actually, that just needs to be stick. It's a little stick fence door. We'll make sure they have them next to these as well. All right, we've got enough food. I think it's time we sent Rita out again. I'm going to go to something a little bit closer. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to wait. And I'm going to do something really sensible here. We're going to get in the bench press. And I'm going to squeeze it over here for now. Ah, we got the buzz shroom. Nice. That's actually really good. So we can get some stimulants done for late game to get some stuff done. So I am going to plant that too. It says non-edibles, but technically they are. So this one will go nicely over here. This is a double field. Let's just get... We don't need loads, do we? Let's go for an 8x6 in here. And this one we're going to close. Jack, you're not allowed to go to sleep. Can you come and handle this, please? Go on, Henry. Before you have a meltdown, can you go scran? Luckily, he moves really quick, so... Right, they're coming. Come on, sausage. Right, we're going to draft him and get him in now. And then we're good. So, plenty of time. I'm going to let Henry just keep eating, and then he'll be fine, and then I should be able to draft him. Henry's an absolute machine if you want to be really cheeky and get him to shoot stuff and then run back as well. Here they come. Oh, wow, that... Yeah, they're split as well, so this isn't a problem. This is going to be really quick kills here. Pretty easy attack, actually. We're not hoarding too much. We're not built too big, so... Should be fine for quite some time still. Damaged pole fence. Are they being silly over here? No, they're over here. None at the flamers yet. Who's chewing a lightning rod, you cheeky? They do that sometimes. We'll have, I think by the next attack we should be walled in with our kill box anyway. I really want to do a different one, to be honest, but I'm so desperate to just surround my base with turrets, to be honest. I find it, like, so fun. But it is harder in the crash scenario, so hopefully we get a few shots on you. I'm going to bring Connor back this way. And I'm going to send him in to shoot. Hopefully they miss their shots anyway. And Connor will get loads of shots off on this. He's an absolute beast. When you get 2.0 laser pistol, he is nuts, by the way. There we go. We'll just let these last ones finish. There we go. We'll let everyone go. I'm going to take this bug meat. Right, how many electronics do we have? 24. I think it is time we get a turret or two in. Now, we have 700 nanotubes, but I don't need to worry about that yet. I do kind of like putting them on there. But what I'm going to do is get a platform with the turret on. So let's do it out of just wood. And we're going to raise this one all the way up. We're going to have one and then one just here for now. And what we're going to do is pop a little turret on either of these. So we're just going to have... I think we're going to go for machine gun turrets. Obstructed access. What's the matter? Just going to move them back there. I think it's obstructed by the lights. So let's get... And because we're putting back there, we'll get a laser turret. Oh, we need two. Sorry. I know what I did wrong. It needs to be too wide. I completely forgot. I believe that's why. So we should be able to get them on. And I will get a little switch for these guys to turn them off. So let's go up here a second. And then just outside... we're going to get in a power switch. And I am going to just put this in. Just so I know how many I need in total. And I'll probably leave the wooden flooring because I think it looks quite nice. And then we'll decide where we want the windows. And I think the freezer, if we have a back door with a little alleyway coming out of here by like a 2 and then a big freezer in here, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think I might do a bit of a spiral kill box, guys, just for a bit of fun. We'll try something different with them. So most of them, though, with the carbon, with armor on, they're pretty good. So if we look at the stats, sorry, health-wise, they have a temperature tolerance. Where am I looking? Here we go. They're pretty good anyway, if you look. So you're almost okay for anything. Most of them will be around between 30 and 40. And just like everything else, we're going to have to scale our power here. So I'm going to go for another grid. So we'll have lights in grids of 4. So if something breaks, we have... redundancy, and then hopefully we can get our batteries charging again. Nighttime's going to be a bit of a pain, so it's going to go on and off for a little while, but that's fine. Okay, we're getting attacked by 29 bloaters on the next one. Interesting. Okay. Well, that is going to be the easiest defense ever, and thank you for the free meat, basically. Oh, yeah, we're just fixing our power issues. So as you can see at the moment, we're in a pretty bad way in the way that, well, I need one more of these. Not in a bad way, but when an issue happens, we don't have enough power because our charge hasn't quite gone up. So I'm going to go ahead and get in a few more. So let's get a bit of a circuit going this way. So I'm going to get 4 more just here. I know we're going to build our fridge eventually so we can get that moved, but that's fine. And then we'll just get this going into these guys over here. So they should path correctly. They're really slow anyway, so we'll leave them to it. Little bloaties. They can't attack my drone either, so I'll leave them to it. And we will go and get ready. Here they come, big chunkers. Come on, them. Bring it on. Look at them attacking my stuff. They're hilarious. They're massive. They're a good source of meat, let me tell you. I didn't turn my turrets on, so that I don't have the power for it anyway. I'll have a quick screenshot as well. Nice and easy. Look at him with that sniper. Couple of bows at the front. They're not going to get in anyway. The stun just holds them here like crazy, man. Come out of that view. Let's just watch. Yeah, nice easy attack, isn't it? Not too much happening. Let's speed it up. They're not going to get in at all. The easiest when they come, and they are just... It's just free food. Alright, let's undraft them all. Let's crack on, and we'll butcher all of those as well. So, nice and easy. Right, Rita, how's that physical doing? Can you come and bench press, please? And she should hit level 3. I'm going to send her out. There it is, the level 3. Now we've got Connor. There's no T for him at the moment, but I'm going to send Rita on an expedition as well. So let's see what we've got working with. Armory Bay. Actually, she only level 3, but I'm going to send her to it 6 hours away. I think this is that the last one we can do on that one? That is. So we'll send her to that. Carbon reams done. Construction 7 for Connor. Who's got old equipment here? Trousers. Here's your trousers then. You stop complaining. So we've still got some explore. We got double engine there. I think that's pretty much it. We're down to just explores. Well, Rita is losing a lot of blood here. She'll get back in time, but luckily she's not too far away. And there's the carbon boots. We've scavenged a CPU. Who's complaining now? I'll have the jackets for you soon. Don't you worry. It needs to be pretty narrow. You want 3 wide. Still attacking my drone when they can. Alright, we're down to this little entrance point here then. So I think we need one. Let's have a look. If I copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we go 1, 2. We could have it that wide. That works just fine. Ideally, you want 3 though. But I think we'll go with that. And let's check the battery now. There we go. 2, 3, 6 as he's getting these in. Look, these should go up as well. So we're going to get some serious power. And the charge should be really good. So we'll be fine if we get attacked to turn those turrets on. And in the meantime, what have we got? 11 electronics. Let's get a 5th battery. And then them 2 solar panels in the daytime. We're going to do wonders anyway. So it's going to charge overnight either way. Just keep an eye on that. Alright, let's have a look at the research then. So flat cannons are almost in. Then we're on to the snipers. Not for this. Solar ruse, baby. We need those. We've got enough carbon to do it, I think. Just got hit with the hungry pests. They're probably going to eat my power cells, unfortunately. So I'm going to let them. It's annoying, but that's fine. Once the carbon armor's done, guys, I am going to get the AI core, and we're going to try and get one of the service bots in. And just whilst we wait for the rest of it, I'm also going to go ahead now and get these stick fences in. I'm going to come from here all the way over. 1, 2, 3, and then again. Boom. And don't forget on your corners to do the little crisscross. So do an extra one like this. So you grab it like that. And then it stops them coming up close to it. It's a little tip from me to you. That'll probably be most of our sticks done though. Look at that. Each electric charge is actually bumping these up quite considerably. Alright, we have our second drone as well. Bree, this goes to you. You are our second delivery drone. Thank you for your support on Patreon. I really, really appreciate you. Stimulants technology, that's why. Boiling of stimulant tea. That's one we want to do then. Let's get stimulant tea on. Happiness effect, good. And 100% chance to get minor stimulant. Yes, let's get that going as well then. So we'll do that until anything else. And Krista and Melody became lovers. Well, that makes my life easier. Thank you. Okay, we'll pop that one over there. What I'm going to do is get these guys moved. So this one, as soon as that one's moved, I'm going to move this bed. Carbon trousers for you. And then we can always get them to take a jacket off or something as well. Crystal with the heat stroke. We tried taking off your jacket. That would be a good idea. There you go. Now, it really won't take long for the bricks to be done anyway, so I'm not too concerned. I do want to check, though. Yeah, all upstairs is actually ready now, so if we wanted to move them upstairs, we could do that. We could start with the bedrooms. I haven't quite decided. I think the fire also needs to go now, so we're not going to need that at all. So let's go ahead and deconstruct that one. We have got an attack. It's a bit of a mixture. The good news is they're right out front, so this shouldn't be a problem. So I am going to turn them on. We'll see. I could go with sensors instead, but the switch is just easier. And then I'm going to draft him and get him over here. That will turn on both the lights and this. So I don't know how much. That's 100 power. How long will these last? 7 hours. So I think we'll get some good use out of it. And there's the lasers anyway. The burn shall commence. Let's have some fun with it. I love it, man. Oh, I love the lasers, man. So good. Bit of agitation running around here. Have I got everyone inside? I don't even know. What did I... Oh, I put Rita on Guardian. Yeah, we don't need that. Rita, come on in. Little burns happening, though. I love a laser turret, man. They are impressive. And let's go back to following. To enjoy the burning. Burn. Heat wave is nasty, though, isn't it? Look at it. It's all blurry, man. Drone's still going as well. You gotta love it, man. Yeah, you guys need to shoot that. So, laser turret is doing a good job at burning these down. They're not amazing on their own, as you can see, but it is enough to act as another point. They're really good for the flyers, though. Rita, what are you doing? Attack that. Loads of heat stroke and stuff happening as well. A bit of a destroyed fence, but again, we'll be okay over here soon. Grab everyone. Good deal with that. Get them, boys. Everyone. There we go. The solar panels, alright, once the heat wave's gone, we'll be fine on the power for these. I think in the meantime, we'll just get in one more of these, and then that'll cover us. Just to stop it turning on and off. Now, we just need this to get finished. It'll be done before the next attack anyway. And I'm going to evolve this. I'm going to have a bit more of a cubby. So what I'm going to do as well is, hold on, I think I can get this to go one more over. I have enough wood, but that does mean... Although, we don't really want that, do we? I think this one needs to come here, then that one disappears. So they're forced to get hit permanently. Problem is, it's going to hit that one. That's alright, we'll go with that. It's all a work in progress, you know, it's all part of the fun. Solar flare now. Okay, built-in CPU, so that's going to be even more. Stimulants researched, and loads of unpowered devices. Yes, yes, yes. That's fine. So we're placing the traps in the visible section. I'm actually going to fill this whole thing with traps eventually, but we're going to put it where these guys are. Now, it's worth noting that's quite far away, so there won't be... Once they've got snipers, it's fine. When they're here, they'll get shot. So if we look at the visibility once they're drafted, you'll be able to see what I mean over there. But in the meantime, one for another time, you know. I need to get them married as well. But here we go. We've got the diesel generators then. These guys are going to charge my batteries. I'm quite happy to kind of leave those on at the moment because they are connected. However, let's get them moved over. A little bit of idling again, so we'll probably want to get on that, but that's fine. So looking at resources then, we've actually run out of these guys now. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we're growing some giant's grass inside. So I might get a bit of that in. Okay, so where should we put our giant's grass? Let's go over here. This is just purely for bricks, so there's no harm in kind of getting that one over there. It looks quite nice. Now, in terms of the flooring for the turrets, we would like something a little bit stronger. Integrity of the wood is only 100 if they break through, but actually, you know what, it's not going to be a problem. Let's start getting these in. So, we're going to have a nice strip across the front. How do I want to play this? I think we have it at the back end here. And we do a layer. So, we're going to have... Let's go from here. We're going to start with 4 wide. This is going to be quite expensive, actually. I don't know whether to build in something else. It won't be expensive after the first bit. Yeah, we'll start there. we're going to put the turrets all the way back here. I actually want them to do the gauntlet, essentially. I'm just making a tiny bit of room. So one of the next production things I'm going to get down is the soldering bench. So I'm just going to put one here. I'm going to try and get an AI core made so we can get a robot in, because it's going to just make everything much quicker. In the meantime, we will probably get the improved railgun snipers, because we're going to need soldering bench to craft those as well. Now, we're really low on actual items, so we do need to consider that. But you are right on the sensor. So with these guys, we're not going to have a switch. We're going to then go on to sensor turret, motion sensor. So the motion sensor itself, if you put it up top, it does kick in. So we essentially want it to kick in when they get nearby. However, we don't want it to be until they actually come inside. Now, ignore those. They're not going to be a thing. And I think we're going to want it to be redundant at some point. I'm just going to... Well, attacks here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Pretty spicy. Yeah, we're going to get the motion turret in this bit. And these guys are going to eventually move out of the way. This should be pretty fun. I'm not going to bring these over. Laser turrets are going to go up, I think. So we're going to have the ceiling. Like so. Nice and cheap. These turrets are going to go up there. That's as high as they're probably going to need to go. Let's sort Connor out a second. Acute pain. The animals are going to attack, so I'm going to get him to quickly drink tea. And then the rest, we're going to need them, so we're going to draft them up. And I'm going to just bring them over here. Jack, I'm going to stick on there. You're going to go there. And then the other two we'll just have at the top. Thank you, guys. I'm going to leave Connor for a minute to grab his tea, because otherwise he's going to have a meltdown. They should take a while to get over. Let's quickly speed it up. And then I'll draft him as soon as I can. This might cause them to chew on the side, so I've got to be really careful. But he's in a lot of pain. I'm moving really slow. Get your drink. Yeah, it's changing them. Good news is the water's there. And that should sort him. There we go. So let's draft him up. Let's get him over here. Looks like it's already started, so they should be coming through the gauntlet now. Good news is we can get some shots off beforehand anyway. I've got auto harvest now on inside of the mod settings, by the way. You'll see the bugs auto selecting. It's actually a great little feature. So those bugs turned around to come and try and chew on these as well. Let's speed it up. Let's let them get in. Yeah, they're turning around. This is great. So eventually this whole thing's going to be filled with traps anyway, because why not? Here we go. In they come. Now, these flamers are going to be rubbish until you have two. But it should turn... Once it's on for anything else that runs through. That makes sense? So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, they are getting at this one to chew it. But as long as it's on, like, it will absolutely rip through everything that comes through. So it's pretty crazy. I love a good gauntlet. This is a good test for how they're going to path. Now, what are my destroyed structures, though? They started chewing over here, and that was because Connor was in the house. It's a bit of the painting because he's too tired. Sorry, Jack. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Well, it'll be over in a moment. Let's speed it up then so we can crack on. Oh, yeah. We'll also need to get the power poles to come into our stuff over here. So we're going to need two. Now, let's pray for these two to bring back some goodies, right? Everything's just going on in the background. I'm going to be doing a little bit more before we do anything else. This is a really good big broadleaf tree. And then these guys, let's get them moved. So our good old lasers, we're going to start to get them in. So with this build, I believe we're going to have 8 total. So that's pretty cool. Oh, expedition injury. Oh, all right. The other one was done at least, though. Looks too old for survivors, but we might get something out of it. Electronics, nice. And she's on medium physical now. So how many? Henry getting to get 5. That's good. All right, she's back with those electronics. This is good. So we ideally want to get some CPUs though. So let me just reiterate what that is to craft. Silicon and metal alloy. It's nice and easy. So we're going to go until we have 4 in stock. All right, 315 carbon then. I'm going to start the thingy here. So I'm going to go for a brick entrance point. Just a one little entrance like that. Same height. Then we're going to get the carbon floor. So this is going to be really expensive on the carbon, right? So we're going to need to go farm another one, which is fine. And I'm going to build the freezer over here. This isn't going to be too bad. If we just get those two in for now, we're going to have to move these guys. Go ahead and get them on the grid. Just hear them. And I forgot to mention the turrets are moved over. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put this on to active circuit 1. Destroy that power switch. Just going to turn on the circuits a second. Perfect. So lights will turn on based on this sensor, which should be fine. We also got onto nanotubes printing. Fuel and metal. I mean, fuel it is something we could do, so I don't really have a problem with that. There's the AI cores. Let's get the defense bots in and the service bots. That's a lot of research to do, but that's okay. And we're now out of CPUs and low on electronics, so we're going to need to do something else to get them going. I could just make like a bit of a gym up here in the lovely parquet. And then let's go downstairs. I'll actually move this up as well. Got a little gym corner. Music stuff can stay. There's the arcade machine. So research inside. It's just ridiculous. Right, let's slow it down so I can focus up what I'm doing here. So we're going to go for, a wooden door. A plank door, sorry. Then we're going to have another one. And then above that one, we're only going to have a ceiling piece. Like that. And then this one is going to be full of... I think I might just have my solar panel roofs on this one. So let's get this moved about now. Let's move you there. You there. Let's also move this one out. Kind of makes sense just to have the target out the way. That's a good enough freezer, I think. We'll get a couple of air cons in here. Again, we don't have the CPUs yet to be able to do it. I think I want another... What I'll do is flip to crafting on some of the other guys as well. I've just got to make sure I've got someone else that can do it. Level 2. 189 carbon. I'm just being careful here. I'm going to have to kill another nest anyway, but that's fine. Just get this around. We have enough for that. But we may have enough. This is great. It doesn't use too many, does it? How much is a ceiling piece of carbon? 3. We have enough, I think. We do. Nice. So we're going to have our freezer. I'm not sure. With the roof, I want to go for the... What's it called? I'm going to go for the solar roof, which will require a bit more, but we'll have silicon. There's the Olphin, no problem. So which nest do we want to go for? I think we just clear out these smaller ones. They're not growing, so the nest formations itself is not growing. I might send Jack to go and do that. And then as these CPUs come in, we're going to be able to put one in here. What do we have? Ancient language. There you go. We'll take it. Now, ancient language allows you to do other stuff. And then the engine debris. Oh, she's got power cell. Very nice. So, I'm quite happy with that. The reason I'm happy is because you can break down the power cells. Now, we're just going to copy in an air conditioner, and I'm going to set this to minus. So, we're going to have... Where do we want them? I think safest to place them by the door here. Once I get the carbon. So, we can still use this as a freezer, but we'll only have the one airlock bit. So, I need some flooring in here as well. Right, let's have a look at what flooring we can do. We've got plenty of cloth. Let's use up some of that leather. Leather is dead ugly, but it doesn't matter. Apparently Rita is now unarmed. Take another bow then. There we go. That's going to be our freezer. Right, landing pod debris. Scrap metal. Okay. It happens sometimes. Let's get Rita out again then. Ancient language, yeah. Let's go for another explore then. With Rita. It's getting quite far away now, so we do need to be careful. Let's cancel the repair. Let's empty and deconstruct that one. So the drones will get all that moved in. Get all of our lovely food in there. And we'll get back, hopefully, some electronics. Beautiful. How's that doing then? Nanotubes are nearly done, and then it's onto the bots. And then we'll go ancient language. Nanotubes printing done. Okay. Attacks aren't too bad at the moment. I'm still expecting the flyers at some point, but it looks like a lot of animals nearby that might attack half of this anyway. But we've got the turret sensors anyway for when they path in. Got loads of traps this time. Okay, they're all coming. Let's bring the guys over. Honestly, you can come stand in here. Jack, you get on that. We want the stunning, obviously, at the front. So. I'm not too concerned because we've got pulse rifles anyway. And yeah, hopefully you'll get to see the sensor in action now, guys. As the kill box slowly comes in. Here we go. We are ready. And the lasers should have a bit of fun here. So we've got a nice bit of range, but they can't do anything. It's just nasty. It's nasty. Now, the good part here is these big walls means these guys can't shoot at these until they go through, right? See this? He's having to get literally in before he can, but look at that. All completely done. Now they're all in. I could probably undraft and we'd be fine. The other guy's there. So, already proving probably way too many traps. We can't kill them until they come out, but that's fine. All good fun, right? There we go. That's one. What I might do is bin out... I have a feeling that it might be best if I swap these guys here into a smaller fence, right? So if we click this, we can see it only has visibility when it shows itself up to this point, right? So if we were to strip down... Yeah, quite easily be done, to be fair. We could put pole fence there instead, or a see-through fence. Should we try it? Thinking these guys here. If we break that one down, and then I'm going to just go with a really... It's going to be this, because they can shoot through it. So when they get to this bit, all the turrets can just kick in. Now, obviously, I am going to have this little box in here that they get obliterated with, but... Right, spaceship junk. Crash site. Okay, make note of it. Can't remember whether that one means she's going to bring anything back. The answer's no. Right, Henry has hit crafting 3 now, so that didn't take long. What we can do is move on and get them assembling. So we can have all these guys assembling up. I'll let him finish this crafting, because that's fine. No harm. The higher level he gets, the quicker he'll get. But we can build multiple assembly tables now and really start to get these moving. If you're wondering about the optimal bed size, it is 5x4 for space plus bonus. So they'll get happiness boost of plus 18. So we want entry point. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to get rid of that one. It makes a lot of sense. And then we're going to have defense. So hopefully all this will be of satisfaction. Now these guys will get shot, but I don't think they're going to get to that point anyway. They might shoot from here at them, but these ones will be going off, so they will path in. They only start shooting at these when they feel the need they have to. All right, we've got our energy crystals. Woo! So, can I get my room door in now? Just to finish off, because it's important. We're going to go for you over there. You're going to come over here. I accidentally copied. There we go. We're going to go for that. Then I'm going to extend these across. So, I'm going to copy and drag when it's moved. And we'll have plenty of crafting kit. And then once that starts to get full, I'll go for the next one. So, full crafting room. Lovely. No longer a shared bedroom. And 3D printed components. Oh, yes. I forgot I had that. Right, we'll get EM umbrellas after this. Then we'll get printed components. We can actually start printing out. We won't even need crafting anyway. We'll just need to make loads of this, which is already bad, by the way. Let's extend this field. So, our power cell is going to be huge. We want to get all of that. So, come and do all of that in for us. That's happy days. It's all looking good. What we like up here... Get this moved to this wall. Now you'll see, if you notice this piece of wall, it is actually there. Look, it's there. It just looks like it isn't because of this. It's like it's showing you where a walkway could be. Don't worry about that. I'm trying my best to kill off what we can here. It's going to be a bit annoying because there's some faster ones, but that's okay. Right, I've grabbed Connor. Although my auto butcher means I got caught out, so I'm just going to use Connor here to use his pistol. Hopefully we can just snipe with Jack in the meantime. The agitated is the problem here. Right, let's get back inside. Turned it off. They shouldn't be doing it anymore. Get back, guys. There you go. Right, Jack. Unfortunately, he's been missing every shot, so I'm going to let him undraft. I should probably give it to Henry. He's much quicker. But we'll pick these down. Just a bit rubbish. Connor can get one shot and then run. But he can cause bleed, so that's quite nice. There we go, just draw him into the turrets. Connor's great, man. This 2x speed is nuts. Come on then, all of you, come on in. That was nice and easy, actually. We've just managed to pull them all the way over here. So I can undraft. Not guardian, undraft. That's it, you're getting caught by the fire there, mate. Let's not do that. And we get to test our little defense here on this anyway, so that's cool. All good. That was one way to clear a lot of them out. Well done, laser turrets. Yeah, it's definitely working. Look, they're shooting at these ones, but the turrets then hit them. So we'll need a bit of repair on these guys, but that's fine. We'll let them heal up. Now, I'm going to do something else here, and I'm going to put in a bunch of wood stockpiles down the back here on these guys. Now, these ones here are going to be basically any... So we're going to deselect all, but construction materials, we're going to allow the ones that don't go bad. So that is stone, bricks, stone and bricks, I think, is the only ones. And then we'll turn off stone and bricks on these. And lots of electronics coming in now, so I can start to work up my battery farm, which is going to be good. So we're going to want a few of these because they are going to malfunction. There we go, 2 more. A spaceship. Oh, CPU cores. Yes. That's huge, man. 2 of them as well. Nice. Okay, it's time for another turret. Let's get another laser turret in, and I think we need to up our metal smelting now. I'm going to break down these 2. And we are mirroring from this one. So we're going to go for metal alloys from scrap until 100. We're going to need a few of those anyway. Now we are going to be into winter once again, but I have no fear. We've got the carbon all the way through, so no drama whatsoever. Right, do we get a service bot or a harvest bot in then? Service bot, such as cooking, handling, repairing, dismantling, and delivering. I'm not sure which one I want first. I definitely want one. Planting could be good as we go with loads of those. So let's get our first service in as well. Let's get you in there. Okay, so EM umbrellas and ancient language already done. Wow, Krista is nuts on research, man. So we're going to be on the printer components now. Just going to slow it down. It looks like the attack is coming. So let's get everyone up. I've removed obviously these 3. So we're just going to be focusing into, well, open defenses really. I'm at the point where I'm not too concerned about it, so we're just going to... I mean, we've got better weapons coming. We will have snipers at some point, but these weapons are pretty good. Look at these guys coming over. The army of them. Hopefully I can get these lined up a bit better, though, so we'll get these guys kind of over here. I am going to go up with this so we can watch the turrets properly. As soon as they get in range... Hold on, let's get these guys here so you can get proper vision and fun with it. And then Jack... You come over here as well. All right, let's move this up and let's enjoy. So we'll watch the lasers burn. We have 5 now that are working. So I doubt many are even going to get to the flamers here based on the weaponry, but we don't have enough for the pulse rifle, so it is important that we get to the snipers here. But you can see how much damage to the little ones the laser burns will do, so it's quite fun. Oh, it's beautiful. Well done, guys. Have a watch from you. The follow camera thing is awesome because you get to watch properly. Oh, they've just... Our own flamer broke that fence, actually. That's not good. That's okay, though. Something we need to look at then. Look at the laser turrets still obliterating them anyway. And a couple more left. Let's speed it up. Where are they? Are they fighting something else? Oh, they're chewing over here. Interesting. All right, that's fine. We'll let them go. So, yeah, we need to focus something else here then. So, we're destroying... Common cold, that's fine. We're destroying our own fence with this. So, this section here... I'm going to remove, and then we're going to destroy... Hold on. I think these 2 will be okay. It's going to look a bit ugly, but we're going to have to do this based on this setup, right? So, that should... stop anything coming this way. Now, that one's always going to be a problem from this flamer, but we could also do the same here and just do that, be fair, and then we'll cancel that. Now, I think that's fine. I don't think they'll come into this anyway, so it'll just be sat there, and it allows us to still shoot them. Now, the other ones chewing on this, I'm not too sure as to why they were doing it. I think it's because they recognized the flamers after this one broke, so their path changed, right? Something we'll have to keep an eye on. And then I'll decide what else I want to do here. I want a couple of rockets to shoot on the outer bit here. And then maybe some extra ones here. But honestly, they should always path into this. And if we get enough carbon, we can obviously upgrade this wall into that as well. Now, we're about to come into the next winter as well. I do believe our upstairs isn't the warmest. So we're going to need a thingy on that actually as well. I want it always looking nice. So we'll get one placed for the bedroom related stuff here. I think it's time we went out again. So I might use, we'll go, probably we can do this now. So let's send Jack to the ancient alien ship. Let's send Rita to the space debris. Oh, we managed to get some mulch tube. Planting of mulch tubes. I'm actually going to plant those. They're really good. And I believe they, yeah, we can put it inside. These things are great. I think we can quite go in there. Let's get a, maybe go for a longer one. Bit of a mulch tube farm right there. Ancient alien ship is done. We've got Buzzroom forever. We've got Fruit Bush forever as well. That's cool. Let's see what we got. So Jack will have a permanent buff now, if you're wondering. So he's got discovered ancient civilization pleasure. So if we go into him, he will have this permanently. Plus 25 to his happiness. Honestly, Connor probably would have been the better choice, to be fair. I forgot about that, but it'll be okay. And hopefully we can find out what Rita's got here. Get the first aid kits, get the soup, or get the grain. How many meals have we got? Loads of soup. Let's get the grain. And then what I'm going to do, I think we need to prioritize this. So this thing can go in, I think it can this one scavenge? Harvest and gather rocks, plants, debris. Yeah. So we can get that one out scavenging for us. We'll just change everyone over, though, on their activities to make sure, yep, scavenging is on, so it will happen. And then we want to get the other thing is crafting EM umbrellas. So we're going to come in to the tools, and we are going to say 6 of those, so we no longer need to worry about that. And there, straight away, we scavenged 4 electronics. Beautiful. We got our bot anyway. Let's get this named. There we go, all named. Dragolithic. Thank you so much for your support. You are our scavenging bot. Quite a few EM umbrellas now as well, so let's make sure people are wearing them. Beautiful. There's only 2 more to craft. And let's get that sniper in. Hopefully the drones have brought that in now. No, it's still going. It's like the drones are having a snooze as well. Honestly, Rita, you should be out scavenging, actually. Not researching, because the scavenging will level you up. Oh, let's check in. Been hit by a solar eclipse, so we're now going to go onto the batteries. And this might be 1 day, 10 hours. We may end up using the generators. I'm tempted to copy in another. Let's go 1 more. We need to access that, so if it's broken, we probably need them this side. Let's get 2 more. We've got bandages, first aid kits. So I've never actually played, in over 300 hours of playing, I've never needed to craft first aid kits. As weird as that sounds, because your scavenging always finds some. So it's not too big a deal. I think we'll just finish off some crazy stuff here. So someone's getting attacked. Where have you come from? Where has that come from? Just casually out on a stroll, I think. Don't think it's going to be able to hit it. They've come from a nest somewhere. I reckon the drone may have caused it. Henry, let's get you drafted up. Come and shoot this. Keep him running. Henry will be able to catch him anyway. Might kill the little one first. A couple of little ones. Pop on that if you can. I'm going to undraft him. Let's get Henry. Hopefully popping on these. I have no idea where they're attacking from. Yeah, that drone must have brought them down from a nest, which is interesting. That's fine. We'll use Henry throughout the night to deal with them. And he's a pretty good shot, actually. Yeah, he's quicker than them. It's funny. He's quicker than the smaller ones, which is unheard of in this game. There we go. Right, there's 1 more. Wow, I think we're going to unintentionally clear a nest here. Which one is it? Forgot we also have those nest formations over there. They're all around here. What the hell is going on? Unless it didn't alert me of an attack that was coming. And I'm kind of just killing them all. I have no idea. I'll go kill them all off anyway. It is, isn't it? It's got to be. Oh no, there's a nest here. It's because of the snow. It's throwing me off, man. I was trying to figure out, like, what the hell? That's fine. Henry will do the deed, I think. But unintentionally getting a bunch more carbon, which is nice. And has he killed them all? Not quite. Most of them, though. There is one over here, one over here. And there's a couple spread out this way. So we scavenged some good items in the background as well. I'm just going to destroy the nest. Pretty sure we've got the queen or something coming in. Go on, Henry. You got it. Up. Good. Nice little level up as well. We'll take it. Oh, God. We're coming right into them. Sorry. Wasn't looking. Well, he's been up all night doing it, but he's loving life, so... Almost feels like there's a nest over here that I'm not aware of as well. Well, he smashed through them all. Where's the last one then? It's actually on me. And he's got a laser sword. Amazing at melee, by the way, as well. So he's a beast. Henry is a beast. Kill this last one. I think this is the queen, potentially. Oh, there's the flyers. I was wondering when you guys would come. There we go. Right, we've got 86 hummingbirds. Yes. That's exciting. It makes me very excited. Right, just clear this one out anyway. We'll get those mined. I'm going to draft everyone in quite early for that one. It's not something you want to mess with. So we'll get those mined. Henry, undraft. Let's get him hopefully doing something before the attack. And we're just going to hover everyone around here. So we'll make sure these guys are, for the most part, garrisoned. We're also going to garrison robots. Orbital radio is done. Also going to come in pretty handy. And our aggressive animals. So, what are we at? 1,300. We do want to be over here because we need this to be activated, right? There's the grenades. So I'm going to give it a couple more secs. Come on, guys. Oh, Melody, you tool. What are you doing all the way out there? And Connor. No. This isn't good. Connor, you stay over there, mate. You stay there. Because they're going to come this way anyway. Jack, draft. Melody, draft. Rita, draft. Krista, draft. Henry, draft. Get over here, please. I messed up here. I was a bit slow. So we're going to take a bit of a hit. Melody is probably going to faint. But she'll be alright. Do not worry. I'm going to do a lot of damage here. It's my own fault as well. I need to bring them over this way. Get up in there, guys. They destroyed an air conditioner. Don't worry. As soon as the lasers kick in, they will go down. My bad, guys. My bad. Don't worry about Melody. Luckily, got carbon armor on. She should faint before she dies. If she dies, she dies. I didn't focus up, did I? Yeah, there we go. So she's fainted. Unconscious, so she will get rescued. Don't worry about her. She's... There's no bleeding. That's the good thing about these. They're all acid burns, so she'll just be on the floor. The rest will die. There's only 47 left, so come on over. Stop chewing over there, guys. Come to my turrets. Here we go. Boom! Get them, boys. Laser turrets are insane against flyers, by the way. You'll see these numbers just disappear. And then hopefully these guys will get saved. We'll undraft you. 15 more. Did they go out to Connor? I'll leave him rescuing, maybe. Grab these lot. Get them to go and finish these, because they're just going to keep destroying everything. It's my own fault. Let's get them to just stand here. Get a few shots. Connor, I'm going to leave him rescuing. Should be fine. There we go. They're inside the roof. I know they're this side. They're really easy to kill, by the way, as well. They are one shot with pretty much everything, so just a bit annoying. Melody's health's already going up. Look, while she's unconscious, so last one's here. Maybe you. Pop. 3 more. Connor's getting attacked whilst trying to flee. Let's speed it up. Get these finished off. Last one's over here, I think. There we go. Right, we're all good. Well, my own mismanagement there whilst having them out scavenging. Should have drafted them all up ready. But the good news is we have lots of humming flies to enjoy. There's 2 things I'm going to do. I'm going to put in 2 more turrets. And I'm also going to put in 1 more of these. And we're going to put it behind. Okay, so this one, actually, would that be better higher up? I'm going to put it behind to cover flyers because this will get blocked from this. So if they're over here, it won't work, right? And then we'll get some one or 2 anti-airs, but that's as bad as it's going to get, really. Especially as we get more turrets in. Okay, so for the landing spot, And the orbital antenna, you need to have your specific thing. So this is why I was doing it. I should have the carbon now if I wanted to. Is it 9 by 9? Just double check. I do believe so. We can make it out of brick actually anyway. So I would use brick. We would have it pretty central because things try and attack it. Actually, the landing pod doesn't need to be central. So this one, probably have at the back. Leave 9... Can't remember if it's 7 by 7. I think it is. Let's go with 7 by 7 landing spot. There it is. Memory served me correct. Look at that. And the bricks are right next to it. Boom. The next part is the orbital radio, which is CPU core, and then orbital antennas times 2, which I think we're okay power-wise. I'm going to not put them down yet because I want a couple more batteries before we do that. Ah, look at that. Both turrets coming in just fine. Why did you decide to go somewhere else? Finish that. What are you doing? Thank you. But yeah, both turrets coming in beautifully. Lots happening on the side, but not too much. I think 8 turrets. Honestly, with this gauntlet, why do you keep stopping just before? I know it's probably the time, but can you finish it whilst you're there, please? Alright, so dealing with those bugs was fine. We're working on the landing pod. Let's also go ahead and get our... I think we need more, actually, more. So let me just think. That's 100 power total we need for that, plus 100, so 200. We've got 5 generators and a bit of this. How many electronics have we got? 5. Got a good amount of solar power now. What are we on at night? So when they're spinning, they're pretty good, but we will be going pretty hard on it, and as they start to malfunction, it is a bit of a problem. So let's get... These are pretty cheap, so we'll go for 4 there to start. It's enough electronics. And Connor is going to go first, by the way. And here we go. All of the research coming in. There's the pacifiers. We want to tame animals. Extreme cold snap. So we are in the dead of winter. I didn't even notice we're that far ahead. She's smashing through EMP grenades now. And I'm not sure where we want to go on the next one. We're doing VRs. That's pretty much it. Don't think we need anything else, if I'm honest. It's more just luxury at that point, but they're happy enough. And there we go. All the power coming in. I did want more batteries, but actually, now that I think about it, that should be more than enough. And the alternative is to actually go for generators. So if we fill this section with generators, if we turn off for any point at all, we're fine. Landing pod is done as well. So up next, it takes ages to send them, by the way, as well, if you're wondering. We're going to need an orbital radio. Honestly, I don't think we're going to need these printers at all. I could print the components, but we'll try and get it through scavenging. And then the other ones to be built are the orbital antennas, and you can't have 2 of these too close. So how we're going to do it is, I'm hoping... So, too close to antenna. Hold on then. Cancel that a second. So, we don't want it too close to the back, but you want them so they path correctly. So, here's good. And then we should be able to stick one at the back of there. So, you don't want them. If you put them too close to the fence, even with this setup, they'll attack through the fence because they go to try and break these. So, we want them to always path through our kill box. By the way, we don't have that many, so I'm going to move on to some incendiary traps for the front part. It's going to cost us an absolute fortune, but that's fine. It's all going to be for the smelting of metals, so get some stun explosions in. And it's pretty handy because the drop pods can drop you electronics if you need them as well, which we will do for repairs. Just to make sure we got a bit more scrap, I am going to send Rita... Oh no, Rita's out on the expedition. She's got hypothermia, but I think by about 11, 12 o'clock it should go below... Yeah, we're fine. Don't want her to have hypothermia for too long, but it looks like she'll hit the above where she needs to be, which is now. That can go. Her body temperature should start increasing. There we go. Yep, it's going up. We're all good. We're going to need a whole bunch of metal alloys here. There's the VR headsets. This is a really good happiness boost if we wanted to... get one in actually as well, which I think is a CPU, but there's no harm in getting one in. So over maybe here, pop the VR headset in. Right, first one going in. How many do we need in here then? So we just need 64 metal, 54, and we're good. Oh, CPUs as well. Okay. And crafting of those should happen in the when we get out of the winter from the silicon anyway. Okay, we've got an aggressive animals. This really has started to ramp up here. It's humming flies again this time, so we do need to make sure we're careful. I probably need to get my robot in. Salvaging at the moment, though. It's middle of the night as well, which is a bit annoying. So we've got this sensor at the back, so as long as we can draw them over this way. Don't want to get caught out this time, so we need to make sure we're on the money here. Got to be careful of the cold as well, though. Garrison, and then the other one is going out to salvage, so we'll leave you there. They should come this way. Put the roof up. And let's just watch. They'll do it via this, actually. They should turn. There we go. Down they go. They really start to ramp up the flyers. But the lasers should go pretty crazy against these anyway. You won't be able to see too much. And we got a bit of a roof to protect us as well. And flyers went down super fast. Look. Get out of here, man. Lasers just obliterated them. Two more there. Boom and boom. And then just a couple of stragglers out there, to be fair. Might speed it up. Deal with these. And yep, they're pathing just how we want them to, which is great. Okay. There we go. Randomly chewing on that little stick fence door, but then did decide to come the right way, so that's fine. And then laser turrets just kick in. The laser turrets on these, look. So good, man. Right, where are the others? Right, they're coming around this way. You can see the laser turrets really start to chew into them here, hopefully. About to come in range. Ready, go! Boom. Look at that, man. And just the last two. And every shot missing. One more over here. What a pain. And there it is. Okay, we will take all of that. Thank you for coming and playing. Attacks aren't too bad, to be fair. Oh, here we go. Henry getting the other orbital and tenor in. This will provide us with, well, lots of food because it will cause Ulfin to attack. But also lots of electronics, hopefully, as well. So that's good. And there we go. Cold snap finally gone. So we could probably send her out again. I might go and do that. There is attack on source as well. Burning cruise vessel, though. Oh no, you can go on the burning cruise vessel. Probably didn't want to do that, actually. I've just realised. You can go to the tachyon source. Okay. I recognise shapes of a cruise ship. Look, don't waste your time. Look for survivors. My lungs filled with smoke. Okay, no one there. I got a bit hurt. That was a waste of time. Alright, so I think I'm going to have a aerial turret. So our thingies are online. I'm going to get an aerial turret here, though. And I'm going to put that on the same one as these. Oh, here we go. Anomalous animal behavior from the orbital antennas. So as you can see now, we are getting a bunch of Ulfin attack. So they will be a bit weird if you don't draft. So I am going to do it because they will path weird. See that? They're about to. Oh, they're pathing over here, actually. Let's see what they do. Yeah, they're breaking my stick fence like the annoying little rats. We'll just stay over here just in case. And once they start shooting, they should path? No. No, it didn't work then. So the Ulfin go pretty crazy. They're deciding that this is a better route, so they're going to come straight for the orbital radios. So let's get these two. Probably pinging at these then. We can see them anyway. Run! Jack, don't get hurt, man. Henry, turn and shoot. Laser turrets kicked in. There we go. So even though they broke through, we're fine. Let's grab everyone. Just send them over. Don't destroy these. Get stunned when they got close as well. Thanks for all the meat at least. Let's go focus on this one. Oh, we have a spaceship. We have a spaceship. Right, who is our nicest character? I still don't know whether this actually matters, but I think if they're in a good mood, they are better when they talk to someone. I don't know. I like Rita. So she is going to be the one to answer it. So she's going to contact the spaceship that has arrived from the orbital radio. And let's see. If it is someone to send, Connor is going. So, yep, rescue pod. The only reason I'm going to send him is because I have an achievement. Okay, Melody wants to stay till the end. Alright, we'll see. I might keep Henry, though, because he's super fast. But what I like to do... You're not allowed anything. You're not taking anything with you. So give me your stuff back. We get a naked Connor before we send him. You got to take your boots off as well, mate. And then you can come. There you go. It's New Year's Eve. We're going to let them celebrate. And we are going to say goodbye to Mr. Connor as he walks over naked. Thank you, Connor. Knife out. Implant, all that stuff. Farewell, fellow survivors. And there it is. Rescue Connor before he dies. So that achievement came out after I'd already used him and rescued him. So that's why I wanted to send him first. And everyone's got an EM umbrella so they can be out in the rain just fine. There is another spaceship. Rita. I'll let you finish cooking and then you're going to do that. She's cooking like good meals right now though. We'll stay for a little while so we're fine. Never been lucky enough really to get 2 in a row to rescue, but we'll see. Here we go. Oh, okay. This is cool. Spare parts. So, 6 electronics, 4 CPUs or 2 power cells. I'm going to take the CPUs. That's the most value. So they'll just come up, drop a box for us. We can get that scavenged. Lovely stuff. Oh, VR set is ready as well. So they will level up. You can change the game on this as well. At the moment it's currently City Builder, so the construction can level up. I forgot to say, all of my explosive traps have completed. Now, they might end up coming into this, so I don't know whether it's worth. I might. I don't really want to use the scrap again. But we're smelting the scrap to get those anyway. I was going to put a strip here, but... And if I wanted to, I could put in some more turrets. Could get in a siren. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So, if you're wondering what the siren does, it triggers and they try and attack it. So, pretty handy, actually. You should probably have that on all the time. And then I was going to do some spotlights. Yeah, searchlights. So, the problem with searchlights is they cost CPUs. So, I might just get some more tilted floodlights around the place. Burn. The Elfin have some pretty tanky health. Got it. Can you hear the siren? There you go, look. Once that siren kicks off, it makes sure they come the right way. Ah. Oh, they're setting off all my my traps, actually. I'll be armed again soon. Look at that. I can't even get past the first phase. Cool. Very easy kills. I might commit to another harvest spot. I'm going to get one in. I don't think we're going to be able to make it because of the AI cores, but wow. Hello. Have we got someone out here? There's a whole lot of bugs. 142 scarabaei. Alright. Okay. These guys probably should not be going out there. It's already 8 o'clock, so I'm going to undraft them shortly. Here we go. We'll let them have a quick nap before the attack. Although, we might be able to stay inside. Everything should come this way. Good timing. Henry. Jack. Melody. Wow, are you really there already? Oh, the Gujos are attacking because of my siren. Get them in the distance. We stand ready, baby. Alright, I'm just going to come out of that, though, because, Christy, you do have the pulse. So, if you can get nice and close, that would be good. And you've got the pistol. And Melody, we are going to watch from your angle. Here they all come. That Gujo is attacking them all, look. Come on in. Incoming turrets. Don't turn back off. There we go. Burn them, baby. Absolutely love it, man. Let's see how far they get. See how good the siren is, though. Wow, they didn't stand a chance. No, don't turn off yet. Last ones. Well, there we go. This undraft, a very easy defense. That's with the solar flare. Did we... No, we were still fine on the battery power because the solar kicked in. Oh, we have a spaceship. Come on, Rita. You are the one. I reckon this might be to send someone. It's a third one. You never know, though. It is... I don't know what the odds are, but there we go. Rescue pod. So I don't know who's going to be next. think at this point it may well be Krista. So, Krista, it is time to strip off. You're going to disappear. There we go. And then there were 4. Krista, we know you're unarmed. Sorry, Nakey Krista coming through. Thank you. You've been very helpful. Now get gone. There she goes. 4 remain. Then as you send them, managing things get a little bit harder. Now, what I do, as you'll probably noticed, I've been stockpiling stupid amounts of this bug meat and meals. So the more people go, the more meals we're going to be left with, right? So we're going to keep Rita till quite late, so she'll be just constantly cooking. We could probably up the green porridge, then we'll get veggie once we have it. Now, when it comes to coffee, we'll probably up these as well, so there's a good amount of them. Meat soup. Honestly, I'm going to go down to 90 on those. And then stimulating tea will also go a bit higher. Another spaceship at 11 p.m. on day 6 of year 3, man. I've just noticed as well that Jack has severe liver cirrhosis, which, let me just show you, is really bad. His health's 30 less, he's in plus 20 pain. Movement and manipulation is really bad as well. So if we can send someone, we probably need to send Jack. Probably won't be one though. No, I was wondering. Yeah, it's definitely not that lucky. I mean, we'll take some synthetic armor if you're offering. And hit with 97 starving hatchlings behind our base. That's the perfect place they could be, to be fair. They'll probably just eat all this grass. Way too far away. Look at all that silicon we're about to pull as well. Beautiful. I just broke down the old weapons for the power cells, which I'm going to break down to get more electronic parts, and I'm breaking down a battery as well because we've got 1 or 2 malfunction. We actually need electronics to repair them, so I'm breaking one of those down. That should be fine. Actually might break down one of you as well, and then we'll just have them there because I need to get this AI core, and the AI core takes, I believe, 10 electronics. Got a big aggressive attack there. So AI core is 10 electronics, 3 CPUs. We have the CPUs. But first we're going to deal with this, which is actually okay. There is multiple agitators there, though. Look how many queen ones there are. Oh, there's a dog getting attacked. Boxer's about to die, bless it. I think it was trying to kill everything. Killed a couple of bugs, thank you. Let's get them up. They're about to attack. Here they come. Come on, then. Right, Siren should bring them right to where we want them anyway. We'll just enjoy it from back here. Siren making the noise. Look at those stuns going off. They're all agitated, so this is where they all come in really well. Gauntlet's running good. These are probably going to be able to reach something to shoot. But actually, they should get stunned. Problem is, they've destroyed all this, so these will be able to shoot anything from back here. Look, yeah. Do that one, Jack. They have some range on them, these big guys, so it's hitting my turret, but turret's fine. Gotta focus them up once the lasers have finished this. Melody's got injured though. Move back a bit, Melody, if you want. There we go, they're getting burnt up now. Cool. I'm actually at a point I don't think I can fit any of these in my thingy either, so I'm going to hit the undraft, let them carry on. The lure should work, so they should be pushing towards this, and job done. Our freezer's pretty maxed out, so I'm not going to get any more of the bug meat. I think we got more than enough. We're looking at fuel, we got over 1,000 as well, so we're fine. Plenty of meals. And the next attack is with us already. So you'll see that in the gauntlet we killed off a bunch of Ulfin. They are over here, we've got to be careful. This one's pretty straightforward, to be honest. It's high in numbers, but it's not that deadly, so that's okay. We'll make sure Henry's probably back now. Let's send him this way, then over here. Not that way. You got to come round. Right, he's back in. I'm going to let him eat before this comes in. Melody, you probably need to get back. No lights on yet. They're so slow, though, all of these. Again, I probably won't be harvesting these either. We've got so much in. Here it goes. When they start, it's beautiful. It's amazing how powerful 8 laser turrets are, right? Although they are trying to chew there. Stick fence is pretty weak, so... Beautiful. You see, probably... Well, this is just piling up the bodies now. All just getting stunned. They are so good, the explosive ones. Yeah, you see, they don't trigger every time. He's just walking straight over all of them. There we go, though. Job is done. We're going to bleed out anyway. And there's the AI core. Wonderful. So, we're going to get our second bot done now. This should help with the scavenge by a considerable amount, although we've done most of it, if I'm honest, but we have a little bit left. And here we go. Should we let Melody have a go? Melody, contact that spaceship. This has got to be ascending, I think. It's not. Okay. Ooh, hello. Shall we get... Although we've got pretty good weaponry. More thinking to break it down. I could get another sniper. Nah, we don't need anything. We're fine. I could have got it to break stuff down, but honestly, all I needed was that AI core, so we're fine. A couple of defensive machine guns up here. And machine guns are pretty cool. They don't have as much range, but they sound really cool. So, one there and one there. And nice scavenge there of 8 electronics. So what's that? What we can do is if the Dolphin decide to attack from any direction, this one's safe because it's by these turrets. This one will be fine because if they path to it, we're happy days. And then if flyers come, we'll smash it. Alright, so machine guns are up. I've put them on circuit 3, so that's all good. So I feel fine. We've got fully defended satellite here. Looks pretty cool, actually. So the next bit is just I'm going to keep building little bits when we can afford it. We've managed to scavenge a stupid amount of electronics, so I probably do want a couple more this way. But honestly, I think I want some more explodey stuff around here. Oh yeah, severe heat wave as well. 14 degrees higher than usual. It's fine. We've got carbon armor on, so nothing can stop us, baby. And you can really see how long it takes for the chance to send someone is, though. It is crazy, man. There we go. We've got aggressive animals. Looks like some flyers. So those new turrets are going to come in handy. I'm just going to build a couple more of these guys copied from them. So they're on the circuit. I need to be really careful here. So Henry is... Well, luckily Henry is super fast. Alright, we're all good. I'm going to let this one attack as is. I'm not bothered about the flyers. We've got extra machine guns in here anyway, so I might just stand them out in the middle. We'll see. Close enough anyway. Just making sure we got enough power in to deal with it. These keep kicking in and off because these are not spinning fast at all during the heat wave, so... Alright, here we go. They're on their way, so I'm just going to draft them all up. I might... Now, Henry is all the way out here, but we should be fine. Let's watch these machine guns kick in. They should be pretty good, machine guns against the flyers. You'll see them numbers just dip very quickly. Especially when those lasers come in. Look at it. It's beautiful, man. So as they're firing through these machine guns, taking a pop at them. Oh, can't even see what's going on, but what I know is we're absolutely smashing them, so it's fine. And then it's just the ground ones, really. I'm going to grab everyone, though, and we're going to come this way. Get them to path properly. Oh, we hit the solar flare as well as a severe heat wave, so rubbish power. Good job we've got all these generators, isn't it? And I got a few coming around the back here. Shouldn't even have a chance to shoot. There we go. Beautiful. And one more over there. Grab everyone. Go kill that. Job done. Again, not going to cut any of these down. There is a serious amount of rubbish going on. Why? It's really hot in here, isn't it? All my food's going to rot away. Ah, it's like fridge temperature, I think, which is annoying. Yeah, refrigerated. So that's only 8 days. We need another one of these guys in here. You know what? Let's go ahead and get a missile launcher in as well. So these things are awesome. When they're getting close, we'll just get it to bombard around this section. We have an animal attack as well, though. But let's get the missile launcher. Well, anywhere around here, really. Let's put it this side. Then we can get it to shoot on this section over here. When it gets in range. I have 2. Maybe here. Just out front. Right. Melody. You can contact that. This has got to be sending someone home. There's silly things over that side again, though, that we're going to need to deal with. We do have the 2 turrets this side, though, now. And what do we have? Oh, spare parts. I think we'll go for the CPU cores. Alright, let's get some more diesel generators. So let's get 4 more there. And we are also going to get in some more turrets. Because why not, right? Let's get a couple over here. So let's protect from... actually, we got the missiles. Let's just stick to missiles. Now, missile turrets you want to stay on permanently. And the reason I say that is because you want them hitting the target areas as soon as they come in. You don't want them relying on this. So I'm going to leave those guys on just shooting over here. Here we go. Melody's been a bit rubbish. So Rita, do you want to go and have a chat? Oh, she's all the way out there. Is that sensible? Should get back in time. And there we go. We do finally have another rescue pod. So it is time, I think, to say goodbye to Jack. Because he's got severe liver cirrhosis. We'll get him naked. And we'll get him gone. See you, Jack. I'm sad to leave my beloved behind. Actually, that is a good point. Who does he... Was it Rita? In love with Jack. She's going to be a bit sad now that Jack's gone. But see you later, buddy. Now there's 3. Oh, Rita. Well, look how long this is taking, man. We are literally 25 days into this 3rd year now. Just been sat here. They're literally idling. Waiting to go home. Here we go. We're going to go down to 2. Who to keep here? I think I'm going to get rid of Melody. Melody, it's time for you to go. Go on, Melody. You did well. Get out of here. And then there were 2. And look at that. Straight away into another one. Come on. How's my luck right now? It'd take ages before. Do I need it? Go on, I'll take the electronics. The reason I'll take it is for repairs, because we're going to need them. Every time these break, it is going to be... no, it's metal. Every time a battery breaks, it's 1 electronics, though. Well, would you look at that? We have a spaceship. Not sure it's anything of worth, so we'll contact it. And just for this reference here, we are just tidying things up. So the plan is to get all of this nice and rowed up and looking beautiful. So that's the plan. Is it time? So it's resources. I will take the scrap metal, actually. That's not bad at all. So yeah, we're moving across all of this into a nice big row. Don't care about any of that. That is the plan. So we can clear out, make it look a bit tidier, and just get it all across, really. It's starting to look nice already, so I can't complain. Just need to make sure it's by a fence pole, which will get moved across anyway, and we'll get some built in. I'm thinking we get another one just over here as well. So you've got to be careful because the things will try and attack your circuits to make sure they can't attack them anymore. So, and the robot's doing all our planting now, so we don't need to worry. All right, we were just in the middle of a Ulfan attack, which we just missiled all our fences. It was hilarious, but there is another radio. So we are going to go and contact that straight away. And just see. I think, as I say, I'll keep Henry. We'll see how we get on. I don't think this is going to be one, but... oh, it is. Right, time for Rita to strip off and disappear then. There you go, Rita. There's literally nothing left to do anyway. We're just tidying up. I might build another turret over here after these have moved, but that's about it. Our favourite Rita is about to head home. Thank you, Rita. You have been wonderful. A great help to society here. Thank you very much. Yes, it's freezing outside, but you'll be all right. Off you go. Boom. And then there was one. Mr. Henry. All right, I'm just bringing you back in because this is the attack. We got a nice mixture. Very big boys in there. We've got some Junos amongst it, and our missiles are already hitting at them, so they might attack. Just going to play 1x because Henry's busy eating, but I think... honestly, missiles are going to be pretty good here. And I don't think everything's going to come. And the turrets should deal with it anyway. As they're directly out in front, I don't think we need Henry for this one. But I might stand corrected here. The missiles are going to do serious damage to this. I wonder if this will be our very last proper attack here. Who knows? As you can see, the missiles are incredible. So, yeah, we might be able to just hold fire. The moment they come in range, of course it's nighttime. To watch those laser... There we go. Nice little missile coming over. They are pretty damn effective at covering your front area, really. Because they stun as well, right? So, they're pretty nuts. They don't do a lot of damage, but look, and they cause bleed. So, yeah, the whole time. Once they get in, once they're here, they can't turn around because the lure kicks in and draws them in. We've pretty much wiped it already. The Scarabai are nothing. They are little ones. The Junos might run through, but I think, honestly, with everything that's going on, I am going to tell you not to handle anything, though. Henry, please. You're going to get up here. Put him right at the top, I think, if he can get up there. Because why not? He can snipe from the top. We'll just wait for them all to attack, which should be any second now. But honestly, they haven't even got in. Here we go. Come on, then. To watch how quick the Junos are, which are crazy, by the way. These guys are super fast. Come on. Attack me. There we go. Watch the missiles. Oh, that's great. There you go. They start their sprint. Shall we see how quick it takes you to die? And he's out and stunned. Good night. Job done. Takes some killing, though, on these big boys. They have a lot of HP. And the missiles. I don't want to shoot here because I don't want it to damage all my fences, really. Then I'd have to start harvesting sticks. But this is fine. Absolutely shredded them through the kill box. Didn't even hit my flamers until here. And just insta-death. Beautiful. Are we lucky here in the moment to have the spaceship ready? You see how long it takes? It's crazy, man. But we're looking pretty good. A little wind farm. Might move those over as well. If this isn't the radio, I am going to move these three. So if this isn't the call, we might have another attack on our hands. Where else do I want to put them? We need to obviously reach the poles. That's good. Let's speed it up. Henry, time to get up, mate. We might get lucky. Consumables. Tell you what, Henry, you can have some ale. I think we have a bunch of wine anyway, don't we? Where is the wine? We did have. Let me have a look. Consumables. We have 14 wine, 20 ale. He can get boozy for a bit. Loads of tea, coffee, and stimulant tea as well. Well, 4 lonely Gujos decide to attack, eh? I don't know why they only ever send 4 of these. They're not going to do any damage. They're too fast for my missiles, but the lasers, they don't have, like, any HP. I think it's 50, is it? I don't know. Not even that. They're just dead instantly. All right, unfortunately, our orbital antenna has broken and needs repairs, and that needs metal alloys. We don't have any, and we don't have any scraps. I'm just breaking down some useless stuff here, so we don't need any of this stuff anymore, fortunately, which is great. So now we do have another attack that I need to deal with, but these guys can be scavenged and broken down. We'll get those in, and let's have a look at where this is. I think it's all little boys, so we're fine. The numbers are ramping up, though. Hopefully we can get some smelted, though. Looks like they are on. I'm just going to draft them up and get him over here. So we do want these to direct this way. And we've almost got enough. So, well, yeah, worst case, I'll go on to the diesel generators, to be honest. We should be very close to it anyway. But that is kind of annoying. Like, I don't need all of these, to be fair. I could probably break these down. Don't need any of these. Need that one. No, don't need to cook either, so we'll get those broken down. They are attacking, though. Let's speed it up. Hopefully they'll path correctly. Should get to see some missiles on this one. So what I'm going to do is move this target area now over here. And we'll let that one play. We'll watch the missiles. Well, and Henry Sniper. They're sneaking past my missiles, I think. There we go. Get that missile on them. Beautiful. Let's see how far this one gets, because there's quite a few numbers, but we should rip them down pretty quickly. Again, missiles doing some serious work here. And chunky boys can't do anything anyway. Just hoping we can get this smelting done. 16. There was nothing left to scavenge either, so worst case we'll have to head out. But don't want to do that. Let's speed it up. I don't think anything's going to get through. Oh, here we go. But once all the turrets kick in on these front line, it should be pretty cool. Look at this. Absolutely glorious. And then the fire kicks in, baby. Can anyone make it through the gauntlet? I don't think so. Oh, they've decided to chew on the side here. Henry, do you want to... We'll shoot that one. I think you can see him anyway, can't you? There we go. Alright, back in business for the repair. What a nightmare, man. There you go, Henry. Please. Boom. Alright, let's see if we get a radio call now. Let's get him breaking all this stuff down as well. So there's no point in him cooking. The reason I've got the L-Cook stove, we have so many meals and dried meat in here, it doesn't matter. So we can get him doing that. And there we go. Now we'll have a good amount of metal if something breaks again. This has got to be one of the longest I've had to wait, though, for all of the survivors to be sent, which is unfortunate. This is a long, long time. Finally. Finally. He's like literally just stood there idling. He can't even break these down, bless him. He's just stood out in the snow. He made himself a little snowman. Come on. Come on. Yes. And Henry. It doesn't matter. You're getting naked. You know what's going to be really funny? They're gonna come. And every time they're going to get home, they're like, why the hell are we all naked? Don't forget your top. You know? Henry, been a pleasure. The base is going to be self-automated. He has mechanical arms and legs, if you're wondering. Look at that. That's why he's so fast. What a legend. Oh, man. Here we go. I'm looking forward to seeing the stats. If anyone's wondering, there it is. The victory. But you get to see the stats, baby. Where it matters. And for anyone that cares, you do get this full-on overview of everything that kind of occurred. We had fun, though. I'm going to skip that one. And we're going to get stuck into this. 197 electronics. 52 CPUs. I made some spare parts. 3 AI cores. 9 power cells. Killed over 2k animals, just under 3 years. Not bad. We actually used hardly any weapons this time. But guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you aren't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And please hit the thumbs up for me. Let me know your thoughts on the video. I also look forward to any challenges you'd like me to see in this movie format as well on this game or any other games. As always, I hope you have a great day. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one.